keep a red dot, just a dead dad. Bitch, and the stick is mechanical. I push a button and I got a lead pack. How the fuck do I keep getting leftovers? You already got cooked. This nigga's spaghetti shit. I told him how the shit spray out the can. It look like ready. Big naughty. Keep a ball head. I'm on some heavy shit with big shotties. I've been on my silence, but I'm deadly shit. You ready, bitch? Let me tell you something that you don't know. I delicious shit. I fill your crib with holds up by the boatload. If I'm flashing out, I shake shit like Polaroid photos. Long sticks with the nuts attached. He Tony Romo. What the fuck happened to promo? You Hollywood? That shit get you cows. That's cause milk it through the body good. If niggas, they don't see me at the threat, then they probably should. I throw the arm, swinging with the metal like I'm chopping wood. I lumberjack. The way I let it fly, get the blitz and he a running back. This pussy got Leo on the prowl like he a thundercat. He on his knees. Bulldog is a barking like he wanted that. And I will put this metal across your top, look like a drummer hat. That's big naughty. Walking around with a big shotty. Little bitch with a stick, be burying a Bronx bitch. You can get touched for the Mac Fry if you act. I ain't even have to say it.
Bottom of the fucking verse is on fucking loop. Hey, fire drop that beat.
Yeah. Yo, shout out my son, Mr. Robinson, for this beat. You was real disrespectful and you was snapping on it too. Yeah. Whore. Slide up where you live and get the dumping shit. It's Don Fligger, how can I be who you wanted with? Kill too many niggas, I just had to find some fun in it. Now they line the women up cause they think that they mad as hell. They put your ass for sale, I'm finna crash the smell that's coming from that pussy. Can be fixed with simply Vagisil, these rats is real. Can I son a woman? I'm your daddy scrap. Mook next season, only baddies on baddies rap. I despise false advertise, I can't stand the lies. I'm in your house late night, the bag I got is sanitized. On the top, knock a track out, give you a feature. I'll sideline your stupid ass forever. Use a bleacher. The gun is in your face right now. What's the procedure? Bitch want to set it off till they end up like Queen Latifah. I'll let this weapon off. Do not call me unless it's breached though. Pete though. Naughty ain't noticed she got a peephole. Mama said knock you out, but be discreet though. You from around the way, girl? Why you wanna beef hoe? Your silly ass get wet. Your silhouette won't move for weeks though. You doing it with wild, strong, cool. Now start the peak show. Now damn, bitch. I've been on that ass so good, I need a sandwich. Ali never winning no war. Look how the plan switch. Ali on my miniature door. We don't got pamphlets. I wasn't finna boomer, but that's Ali take advantage. I saw the screen freeze. Murder scene look like a damn glitch. Then I thought about the real Ali. Then my hand twitch. She saw the bright light. She ain't even know what to do with that. She thought the law returned. Kinda sorta cause the rule is back. Pistol whip. She crying in the face. It got a bruise in that. Puffy and big. Sounded stupid like she was super cat. Dialing my baby fire. Yo nigga, what how true is that? Make sure you pay me before we take you and we move it back. Bust a 380, then we 360, keep a cooling cat. Circle the block, we trying to scoop, but it's the Uber track. These type of shots get called the scene, we can move them back. Bitch, stop fronting, act like you thugging, all you do is rap. I'm top dog, I do some shit that is unheard. Fuck what she saying, Naughty Ali, it ain't one word. Whatever she paid her back in, I need 1/3. You bitches can have nothing else and find some nerve.
Alright, yo, it's the top of the second. It's so hot that Naughty gave Lou a fan. Yo, it's lit in this joint. Ain't fucking fire. Drop that fucking beat.
Yeah.
Come on, pull it out.
Yeah, pause. Listen, hold it down. You got a lot of bark, big dog. I ain't the only bitch here. I shoot niggas. Pump right at the gut. That's cause you mix here. This shit weird. Send for me to check him, get his shit cleared. And fuck the rules. I'm giving loopholes like he been queer. The hammer bang, but I ain't wanna judge him cause he my seed. Green bean. Shoot from out the stick looking like broccoli. This the second nigga sent to me this year to try to stop me. But this my shit. They just a pyramid and a knocky. Fuck a demon. I'm on my time. Wave it on my ride. Let it rain. The whole room moving like this hot tide. And if I lick a shot, leave him stiffer than a my tie. Full body, arm, and the legs like I skydive. 3 rounds. Give him a hat trick like voila, the realest bitches. This nigga faking the Alibaba. Translate, when he see Ali go bah, bah. New York bitch with a ratchet and I go blah, blah. Why not? No, they thought this was a ladder match. So this go flashing in your eye like he got cataracts. They tried to make a movie off my name. I ain't mad at that, so shoot him close range. Don't take it personal. It's battle rap. I lay him down. That been a drill if he ain't had a nap. Kick back from the coat and let the bricks fall in the Saddleback. Me with a bird, and I know he's sick of her. The gun squeeze, sound like disease. The spina bifida, that's big naughty. Walking around with a big shotty. With a stick, be burying big bodies. The Bronx bitch. You can get touched for the wrong. The Mac Fry if you act fly. So don't get hurt over no hip hop. Don't got time for assholes. Or this shit turn into a Lupe fiasco. I'm passcode 4522. It's a passcode. Wood grain straight at the brim. Now he in dad mode. Calm down. Cause you just look wild strong. Shit, that fire come fire on you if you look wild long. Next to Jazz, this nigga ass. He just look wild wrong. Tell that bitch to come and save him. This look wild for him. So fuck the small talk. Bang drums. So y'all niggas hearing me wrong. Cause y'all seen what happened to the last security guard. And truthfully, he had a lot of guts to pursue me. The ladder pop. He get a bladder shot. Shit got loopy. Had my dog camping out on the roof. Call him Snoopy. Six clap. And them cannons flash. We in the movies. I don't talk a lot. Solid but deadly. I'm unheard. When you say my fucking name, don't forget that it's one word. Wow.
So cool. Let's get it.
Come on, bro. That shit productive.
That was a good round. Nah. Yo, shut the fuck up when you talk to me and keep it short with me. That thunder bang on my shooters like Lou Dog. We full court with the press. See, you ain't made like us. I'ma show y'all why these bitches don't get paid like us. I remind us, stop talking like you ain't got a vagina. For you CKs, like Carolina, I will lose naughty. The hounds know how to find a bitch you lower body. And you built like a minor. Where your glasses, bitch? Had you got them, you finna need it. She walked in and she knew that she been defeated. I just copped a new scope with the sensor. And it's heated, so when I put her ass to sleep, it's Tempur-Pedic. One sound, one band catcher, we finna bleed it. Run down, don't can, stand up, niggas get seated. I'm heated like suntans, you got me sick. I grip the steel, get that feel, that's what Nadi get in that field if it's real. I'm who you poly with. We slide with sticks and pull up on some hockey shit. You knock me trick, I box you if you try me quick. Clarissa Shield, drop a bag to beat this Ollie bitch. I'm the guard, you know it very well. My origin story clearly it's not a fairy tale. Clear every scale. Listen, it's the dawn. The handshake mean I need PC on every cell. That's a command, bitch. Why are you still here? Fire. Tell her make us a sandwich. Why would you play me, Dunny? Listen, I already beat a nigga ass. How you ain't got this lady for me? Pay me money. Niggas get smoked. That's how I go now. Fuck if it's a hoe or a bro. It's the showdown. I bought a 4 pound. I won't put 3 in your skull. Just leave naughty and not nice. Like Santa leaving your call. If you try me, I'm not nice. Here to finish you off. 2 homies and 9 nights. And I'm finna do more. Who naughty? The walking freak. Little bitch with the dolphin teeth. The corner of mouth more white than the cast of Dawson's Creek. I'm on my 4th grill. Don't tell me that talk is cheap. Give you that raw feel when I'm on and off the beat. Skinny like user, but rap like user shooter. Keep your bony hands visible. Don't bust no weird maneuvers. You like 110 soaking wet. I'll fuck around the roof. Yeah, watch your mouth when you on that net. We not with the computers. Slide by if you overstep. We finna Catholic school you. We don't put no belt to ass you into it with the ruler. Don't you show some fucking class for your friends. Put a nigga on, bigger thong. I'ma show Naughty something about this whip-a-thon. Liquor shot, me and nigga bitches wet. The liquor gone. She even hit a few YNs. Yeah, that's Stifler mom. Let's get it on. Heavenly charm. How can you stop me? Don Flicker, the bigger nigga like Anunnaki. Without the most electric, y'all room in the campus probably. You have an undertaking. I'm the one who handle bodies.
Anthony Coleman, how we get here? Starting to feel what little like you owe me. Let's get shit clear. Really, my son. Knew it for years that you might see. Really the one. Had you under the thumb.
on the grind, yeah, I do this all the time. Yo, wake up in the morning, go get a state of mind. I done feel so many times, but I gotta keep trying. I ain't giving up, go put it all on the line. Yo, we are here today. I wasn't gonna do a show, but I am doing one now, and I forgot to add these two places. So let's get it saved up and get them on the line with them. All right, so we got those running. Kick is on now, and so is X. This is gonna be a quick show. I think it's gonna be a quick show. To me, it's gonna be a quick. I think it's gonna be a quick show. That's the goal, to be a quick show, right? I think I got six fucking what do you call them shits? Videos, 6 videos. And from there, we're just gonna migrate on out of here, and then I'll probably do a matter of fact, they're doing DBD today. We'll get up in that, and then I'll be streaming a little bit with the a little bit of content I got going later on with my some simulation driving. God damn it! What the fuck is going on with this stupid ass thing? Oh my god, I hate this screen. This screen is absolutely stupid sometimes. Anyway, oh my god. Hold on one second. I'm trying to, you know what? Let's do it this way. Oh, wow. Oh wow. There we go. Jesus Christ. This is some of the shit just be stupid sometimes. Anywho, if you want to join the stream, anyone on to Kick, since we got 2 people over there and we have 3 people on X, we have seems to be 1 on YouTube and we have 1 on Facebook. Look at there. We're going all across the board. If you want to join the show, here is the link in the chat here in about 2.2 seconds. Give me a second for that. Boom and boom. I'm gonna pin this to the top of each channel real quick. And there's that. It is pinned. If y'all want to come up here and join in these festivities, tell me where I'm wrong, tell me where I'm right. Give your commentary on what's being said in these videos and give your opinion on the shit. Well, go. By all means, be it. It is what it is. And we're gonna continue rolling out and continue doing what we're doing. But without further ado, let me get off this and get into the main screen. There it is. He's gonna go yell at dogs. Without further ado, we're gonna jump right into something let's see, what does it say? Ex-wife demands husband pay for nursing school program. Ooh, that's not good at all. First off, you're the ex-wife. Why I gotta pay for you to go to school? Ain't no motherfucking way. Without further ado, let me get on into since we ain't got no one up here. Just as of yet, let me go. I think I want to do this one right now. Yeah, we'll do this one. All right, here we go. Let's get into it.
When in his office. And Mr. Hall, you filed a motion for temporary orders, and I'll let you proceed on your motion.
Thank you, Your Honor. If it please the court, the parties have 2 children, Maisie, who's 4, and Ari, who's 2.
Mm-hmm.
The case was filed on November 3rd by my client. She filed it pro se, and unfortunately, she didn't file any temporary orders. So there was never any order for child support or spousal maintenance or anything. There was a parenting plan that was filed. Dad gets every other weekend, Friday to Sunday, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 7. We did file a parenting plan with our motion requesting taking away those midweek day visits, but my client informs me she's actually fine with leaving it the same. If he wants to keep doing those midweek visits from 5 to 7, that's fine with her. So there was no temporary order, as I said before. My client was working as a para. Well, at the time of the filing, the parties were living in an apartment. They've both since left that apartment
Okay.
and are living with their respective parents. They moved back home and are living at home. And so
So it was a failure of a marriage. Okay. And then they both couldn't do it on their own. So they both went back to their parents' houses because both of them broke. Oh, okay. So this needs to say that neither one of them had any money in the relationship. Okay. That sounds about right. That sounds like the average American in these here United States. Too broke to do anything. After a divorce, they got to go back to their parents' house. And the midweek visit is a new one, but hey, at least he gets that shit.
my client was basically there was a 4-year marriage. My client was basically a stay-at-home mom. She did work as a para, as I said before, at the school, but that was during the school hours when the kids were in school.
Okay.
And obviously when they weren't in school, she wasn't working. So she doesn't have much work history at all. Mr. Ryan is a diesel mechanic. According to his domestic relations affidavit and his pay stub, he makes about $56,000 a year. And basically,
so right now he's working above average. He has 2 dependents plus that bitch, so you might as well call it 3, plus himself. That's not, he makes an above average actually, because average is 47,000 for a white man. I think it may be 50. You know, what's the average income of a white male American in the United States?
As of late 2025, white men in the United States working full-time earn a median of $1,362 per week. On an annual basis, this translates to approximately $70,824.
Oh, wow.
Key
So,
income
so, wow, he makes less than average, so he's below average motherfucker. You got with a brokey, bitch.
I mean, as I said before, they're both living at home, and so their expenses are about approximately the same. But the problem is that my client is supporting 3/4 of the family.
Well,
her and the 2 girls, and he is supporting 1/4 of the family with 100% of the income. So you can see from our Exhibit 1, that's our proposed child support worksheet, with mom getting $1,000 a month in spousal maintenance and $969 in child support. She does have 304.
Wait a minute. Divorce has already been done, bitch. That should have been in the damn divorce decree, sir. Why you gonna come back for him to come back and get some? Wait a minute. Hopefully they're already divorced, because it says ex-wife. So that means they're already divorced. Are you amending a divorce decree? Okay.
9 in daycare per month. And so and we put her at 0 income because she is going into nursing school this next January. And so that would be, so mom would be getting about
I hope you mean this coming January.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And so
she gonna give it to him.
She is so that would get her about $1,969 a month. And then he still has $4,600. He's bringing home $4,673. So he'd still be keeping half of the money that would be coming into the household.
He's doing the work
of the family, and she would be keeping 1/2 of the money with 3/4 of the family. So we feel like that's fair to order her to have $1,000 a month in spousal maintenance. If
you crazy as cat shit, bitch.
Order no spousal maintenance, then her child support, according to our Exhibit 2, should be $1,321 a month.
Out of here.
And so that's what we're requesting, Judge. $1,000 a month in spousal maintenance. Her DRA shows that she's upside down $1,300, but that's when she was, living in the apartment. Now she's living at home, but he's also living at home. So neither one of them have a great deal of expenses, and we think it's fair to split,
how the fuck you gonna tell them
so to speak, the income that's coming into this marital estate, at least on a temporary basis, so we can get things figured out.
Hmm.
So, and then additionally, so we're requesting the spousal maintenance at 1,000, the child support pursuant to our worksheet of 969, and then we're requesting that the parties use the My Family Wizard. I don't know if there's any objection to that or not, but it's just there's been some bad communication between the parties, which is, Judge, happens when people split up and stuff. But it's nice. I think that My Family Wizard is nice because the court can look at that if it needs to. And so I think people are on their best behavior when they use that My Family Wizard. And so we're asking that communication only be about the children, and it only be done through the My Family Wizard app. And we're requesting the spousal maintenance and the child support. Thank you.
Let's go.
Why don't you do a quick child support worksheet for me if she gets 500 in spousal or 600 in spousal? Why don't you
give her
do
nothing?
At least another option. So maybe let's say 550 in spousal. What would the child support be? Mr. Nguyen?
Yeah, I get that doing too.
Your Honor, I'm here, Judge.
Yes, your response.
My response is I don't know how, but the marriages are short-term marriages, 4 years. My client has another 5-year-old that lives with him. He has primary custody with. So we need to ask the court. We question the court for a multi-family application. So I filed a child support worksheet last week. I know Mr. Hawley filed something today, but I just came back from court with a prelim case at 1:30 today, and I didn't get a chance to look at it. But there is nothing in this file or no filings in this case that show that mother has a demonstrated need for spousal maintenance.
That's a fact.
Her lawyer indicated both parties live at home with their parents. So I don't know how there's no numerical or evidence showing that there's a need for spousal maintenance. But if spousal maintenance is older, child support should be reduced. I prepare our proposed child support worksheet. It shows 1122 with my client making $56,000 a year, the mother making $20,000 a year. She was working. She had a job as a para at the school, and she was contemplating, according to my client, of getting a second job. So
get your ass out there and work.
She's able to to obtain employment to get gainful employment to have reasonable income, even though there are 2 children. And daycare is also, I think, just being provided or paid for by the state when she works. So I don't see where the spousal maintenance would come from.
It's a 4-year marriage. That bitch don't even got that spousal support.
And Mr. Hawley just stated that in the motion filed with the court. Your Honor, the parenting plan temporarily is fine, but we will file a motion to change custody. As you know, this case was filed in November, and my client has not been served, but I voluntarily enter into the appearance by filing my entry of appearance a couple of weeks ago. So
okay. I'm not sure that your child support worksheet has made its way to this file yet, but Mr. Nguyen and Mr. Hawley, probably you don't know. I don't know what they do over in Sedgwick County, but for something short-term like this, I don't typically do long-term maintenance, but I believe in transition. Maintenance is often.
I already knew it. I already knew it. She don't need no transition, bitch. She was working. Get your ass up and get a job, ho. Your big forehead ass, get a job, bitch.
Appropriate for parties to get to a better place. There is, significant disparity in income, but you're right. It's not a long-term marriage. So the bulk of this is going to be a child support situation. But I think I am temporarily going to give her $550 a month in spousal and let her get her education figured out.
Shit, bitch ain't going
and
to
get on her feet.
That bitch ain't going to school. That's why she did the easy thing, which was go be a para at the fucking school, because that's the easy thing to do. Your kids are already going to school, so why not go up there and work as a so-called stay-at-home mother is what they want to call it, or whatever the fuck they want to think it is. She's up at the school being a motherfucking aide, helping out, and she got paid to be an aide. So why the fuck couldn't she continue doing exactly what she was doing before? If she wants to be a fucking student, let her do that on her own venture, on her own goddamn time. It's not up to him to motherfucking literally give you money to go to school. Bitch, kill yourself. Kill yourself. That's just crazy.
And then whatever the child support ends up being, it is. But I don't know, Mr. Hawley, if you knew he had another child that he supports.
Yes, I did. I didn't know that at first, but then Mr. Wynn told me that, and my client confirmed it. We did. You can see from my child support worksheets, Judge, we did use the multifamily application.
Okay, good.
You can see that on there. And so at $550 spousal maintenance a month, the child support is $1,088.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm going to set it at temporarily.
How long is temporarily, bitch? 3 years?
I'm going to keep the parenting plan the same until I have a motion to modify it. Probably a good move on her part to not reduce any time. But it sounds like he wants more time. But honestly, I'll have to have a lot of background to what their intentions are. I mean, they both have to have a plan. Unless they're going to stay living with their parents, which is fine. How old is your client, Mr. Hawley?
Bitch, you know how old you is?
28.
What?
28.
Okay, well, she's not real young. Mr. Nguyen, how old is your client?
Oh, 27. 27, Your Honor.
Okay. Does he have anything beyond a high school diploma and then tech school?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Bitch, get a job.
And then when they moved out of that apartment, did they leave a bunch of bills? Do they have a broken lease that they have to pay on, or they have utilities outstanding or anything like that?
I think the only thing they have is this AT&T bill, ADT bill, like security system. And it was in the amount of $1,100. Unfortunately, my client's been paying it, and we asked that the parties split that in our motion.
That's a lot.
It's not $1,100 a month, it's $1,100 total.
Right.
Yeah.
So did they sign a contract for a year or something? And then why do they owe that?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, it was on a security contract, and they just didn't use it, but they're still stuck with it.
Security.
Okay.
Like, that's crazy.
Well, did they both sign off on it?
Nope.
Did you guys both sign the contract? Yeah, they both signed it.
Okay, so it's good.
Right? How much is it a month?
$2 a month, but I also put a $500 payment down on it. Well, they kind of took it from me for all of the equipment.
Yeah, it's 82 a month, 1,100 total.
For what equipment though? What are we?
It was supposed to end March of 2028.
Oh.
Yeah.
It ends March of 2028.
Oh, wow.
Contract, yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to need to be split. But Mr. Hawley, can you do some legwork and figure out if you can do something to get him out of that thing?
Sure. Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
Okay. All right, what else?
I think that's it. Just the start date. I'm requesting November 1st. That's when she filed this.
I'm not going to do that.
The client just gave the petitioner $600 this week, so I think that should go toward the child support.
Okay, well,
It started January 1st.
Yeah, of course.
Good.
You know, unfortunately, Mr. Hawley, I'm sure you know this. Most of the time, pro se folks, they can file their divorces, but they give all the forms to do just about everything, but no temporary orders.
Yeah.
So no one ever does temporary orders because they don't even know what they are, and they don't have the forms for them. So, every once in a while, someone will have talked to an attorney or something and kind of figured that out. But for the most part, they are not part of the forms that OJA provides. And I don't know about legal aid. And so they're never filed in these pro se divorces.
Right. Judge, you want me to draft an order on this?
Yes, please.
Okay.
And then let me give you a final hearing date. And if you can't do a final hearing, then we'll use it as a pretrial and get a trial date.
So are they divorced or not? I don't fucking understand. What the? Obviously, they're divorced.
I'm sure you've told your client, Mr. Nguyen, that it's best for him to exercise all the time that he has. And then, of course, I want the parties to work together for any additional time. I mean, if one of them needs to work a weekend or something like that. She ain't
working, so how you gonna shut the fuck up?
You know,
Doesn't make any sense.
You know, we can have a full hearing on whatever you want. If you want imputed income, then we'll have to have a hearing. I'll have to see evidence she's in school, you know, blah, blah, blah. But
I am 100%.
I'm not going to create any issues right now, but I'm thinking that we could do March the 3rd.
Mm-hmm. March 3rd, my ass. Hey, it's crazy how this. They only been married for 4 years, but he got to give us spousal support because this bitch chooses to stay with her mom. We know damn well she ain't supporting shit. And I would like to see that contract where they said they got a motherfucker. They both signed it. I don't believe they both signed it. For security? Security for what? You lived in an apartment. You got to pay for security at an apartment complex? Fuck out of here. And it wasn't even that. It was a motherfucking camera system because she said something about the equipment that they had to buy. The fuck? Equipment? Man, bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up. Anyway, here is another fucking video. We're gonna move on to the move-ons. A drug addict mom that wanna delay the drug test. That's what it says. Well, it doesn't say drug addict, but I'm gonna surmise that's what she is. It says, let's see. Smug mom demands judge delay drug test. Of course, why are they doing that? You can say drug. What the fuck? This is America, bitch. When you say mum, M-U-M, that means to tell me you're European. But whatever. Let's go. How long is this case? Please say it's short. 12 minutes. Okay, we can do 12 minutes. Let's go.
On behalf of the petitioner, Jared Hensley, who appears in my office.
Mm-hmm.
David Morgan on behalf of the respondent, Tori Hensley, and she appears remotely, but she's involved with this hearing.
Tori.
She's not in my office.
All right. And we're scheduled today for hearing on a motion to modify residency and permanent parenting plan filed.
It looked like a drug
on behalf of petitioner. There is
the glasses give it away.
A motion of continuance that has been filed by Mr. Morgan, as well as a motion to dismiss. Some emails were exchanged regarding
what up, B-baller?
Agreements to the continuance. It's my understanding that there were some negotiations, but Ms. Locke, you're objecting to the court continuing hearing on this motion?
Her name is Locke, not Locker.
Your Honor, we are objecting to the continuance that was requested by Mr. Morgan. Specifically, our concern is that mom is trying to avoid a hair follicle examination, which was requested in our motion. And we think is supported by the record and any additional argument that we have today on that issue. Mr. Morgan is requesting a 45-day continuance. Mom has already had about 30 days. So we believe the basis of the continuance request is simply to avoid a hair follicle examination and a potential positive result.
That's a fact.
The parties have reached some agreement on communication, which supports in part our motion in related to their inability to communicate or mom's unwillingness to communicate with dad. They have converted to talking parents. And so I would hope that Mr. Morgan and I can file some agreement that talking parents would be used moving forward. But we would object to a continuance on the hair follicle issue alone today, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Locke. And Mr. Morgan?
Mr. Morgan.
Right, well, number one, we haven't had enough time, and I outlined everything in my motion to continue and my motion to dismiss. The motion to dismiss is really not up today. Ms. Locke says she needs 7 days. I guess our position is that we have something to file, a counter to their motion, and we have a motion of our own. We should get these filed. The court should set a date in January, look at everything together. If we need testimony at that time, take it all together. I can appear in person and we can do it all in one bunch. I don't think it's good today to take it piecemeal. Now, they want a test. Well, there's no allegations in their motion that supports a test.
Okay.
Why don't we just do it? Well, because you're going to hear in our submissions that there's been a lot of heavy-handed activity by father, a lot of bullying, and mom. Part of this divorce has said, I'm not going to be bullied and controlled by this man anymore. And she basically says, I'm going to put my foot down. I'm going to say no. But there has to be some basis in their motion. There is no basis whatsoever. There's no allegation of inappropriate parenting based on mind-altering substance. There's nothing. I mean, if you would allow a test at this point, you'd almost allow a test in every case when somebody says, we don't think their behavior is good. So I don't think there's a basis for a test at this time. After hearing arguments about everything, hearing testimony, the court should then make a decision if tests are appropriate. And one last thing to say is, you're going to, with our submissions, you're going to know that even when father has the children overnight, he gets them up at 4:30.
Yeah.
Takes them to mother's house.
Yeah.
They go into mother's house and then she takes them to school. Okay. So this is a woman that takes their children to school every day. Every day she takes them to school and every day she goes to work. She attends all their activities. To me, that is evidence of a highly functioning individual and no basis for a test at this time.
Yeah,
so
that's weird, because if you trust her to fucking drop the kids, that's a good, hey, that's a lawyer. Hey, he a good lawyer, Mr. Morgan and Morgan. Because if you trust her to go for him to drop, he drops kids off at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning for her to take the kids to school, and you trust that, then what are you asking for a drug test for? That makes no sense. So you trust her sometimes, but not all the time with the kids. I mean, you literally dropping them off at 4 o'clock in the morning when she most likely, when most parents do their drugs, is early in the morning while the kids are asleep. Yeah, bogey months and months. It doesn't make sense for what they're asking for, and I would agree with Morgan on this. Usually I agree with the father, but no, I'm agreeing with Morgan over here.
We're asking the court to continue this matter. Let us file our documents. They can file their response to dismiss, and if there's live testimony, we do it then. The court looks at everything and at that time decides if a test is truly necessary. Thank you.
I don't know about the bullying part, but
thank you, Mr. Morgan.
The other shit.
May I respond, Your Honor?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead, Ms. Locke.
Judge, under KSA 233218, the court can order the physical examination of a party when there is a motion pending before the court for a change of custody or parenting time. Our motion does have sufficient factual allegations to support a test, and father will also submit to a test. Mom went to Colorado, left the kids alone for a significant period of time in the hotel by themselves. Mom's experienced significant weight loss. She's failed to maintain the children's expenses, despite father paying child support. So it's unclear where those funds are going. She recently has lied about expenses of the minor children and obligated dad to pay for things that were not actually expenses or 100% of an expense that should have been shared. So there are concerns and concerning behavior going on at mom's home that we think warrant an examination. And as I said, father will also submit to an examination. So it's not like we're making an accusation that is one-sided, but rather that both parents just establish for the court that they are clean, sober, and capable of parenting these children equally.
Okay, so what you have demonstrated is that he got a woman that's bad with money. That's what you just stated underneath everything that you just stated, is that he married a woman that's bad with money. Sure, she left the kids in the hotel room. She probably didn't leave them by themselves, probably with grandmother, auntie, uncle, whatever, someone was there. And they always say it's unbelievable. But do you have proof that she left the kids in the hotel room by themselves to do drugs? See, now what your allegation should, she left them there to do drugs. And if that's not your allegation, just her leaving the kids in the hotel room, depending on the age, is legal. I mean, I don't know what we're doing here, no matter what hotel it is, whether it's a house, because that's kind of an what they call it, not extended, but a when you're in a hotel room, it's like you're on your own personal property because you're buying it out or you're renting it out for something, whatever it is. So it's an extension of the home, I would guess. I would say extension of the home, but it's an extended home, depending on where you're at. And in certain cases, you can, in certain state, well, all states, you can leave kids at a certain age by themselves for an hour and a half. You didn't even determine how long she left them for them in a hotel by themselves. You just said they left them in a hotel, what, for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 100, an hour, 2 hours? How long was it that she left the kids? So I don't, her lawyer is better than his lawyer, just for right now. That's what I'm saying. Whether he wants to go give a blood test or not, that's on him. Extension of the domicile, yeah.
Could I respond briefly?
You may.
Okay. Expenses, that is a subjective decision. He says she didn't do it right. She says she did. You will read that in our submissions.
That's a fact.
Colorado, that is again subjective. And he obviously got this through the kids, which is inappropriate. So we have one instance of leaving the kids, in his opinion, too long. And that is all we have. That is not enough for a test now, Your Honor. Again,
but for how long? You didn't specify a time frame. I'm not talking about him because it's not his job to do the fucking work for them. But again, they obviously didn't specify how long he left the kids there. And again, it is inappropriate to be spying on the mother through the kids. I mean, come on, that's the only way they're gonna get the information. So I like him as a fucking attorney. Good job. Kudos on him.
Continue it, look at everything together, and then make a decision. Thank you.
How old are the kids?
13 and
get the
12.
fuck out! Get the fuck out of here! Are you fucking kidding me? Hold on. Now I gotta do some research. Sorry, research department in here. In the state of Colorado, how long can you leave a 12-year-old and a 13-year-old alone inside of a house?
Colorado has no specific law dictating how long a 12 or 13-year-old can be left alone. Instead, the state uses 12 years old as a general guideline for when a child may be left unsupervised for short periods or act as a babysitter. Since 12 and 13-year-olds are above this guideline, you have the legal discretion to determine the duration based on their maturity and safety. However, authorities may intervene under general neglect laws if the situation is deemed unsafe by a reasonable and prudent parent. Factors to consider: maturity. Can they follow emergency procedures and avoid risks? Accessibility. Can you be reached quickly and return home in an emergency? Safety. Is the home secure and stocked with food that doesn't require a stove? Duration. While daytime hours are common, overnight stays are generally discouraged until a child is older, often 16 plus.
All right.
Would you like me to find a safety checklist?
No,
No,
we don't. No. Here we go. Now, in the state of Colorado, how long can you leave a 12 or 13-year-old inside of a hotel without supervision of a parent?
Colorado law does not set a specific time
Okay,
limit
so
for
same
being
thing.
12 or 13.
So same thing. Like I said, it's an extension of the dumb. Like, yeah. So again, you have no foot to stand on just saying that shit. Right now, you're acting like a fucking female. She left the kids in the hotel room by themselves. How old are they? 12 and 13. Bitch, kill yourself. This is stupid. Kudos on you, Mr. Lawyer, even though you see how quick my research department did it. You can hire me. You can hire me. I can be reached at 1-800 nigga please.
Yes.
All right, I think there's a sufficient basis to grant the continuance, so the continuance will be granted. Regarding the test, I'm not seeing enough as we sit here today to warrant testing without hearing evidence on everything. So I'm going to deny a request for any hair follicle testing at this time. Angela, when can we get back? Do you think we need more than a couple hours to hear all of this?
I would say, let's just call it a 2 hours or a half day.
Damn.
We would not go beyond a half day. That's for sure.
A half day?
Do you agree, Ms. Law?
Your Honor, we would like to be set earlier on the hair follicle piece. I know that the court is not inclined necessarily to bifurcate, but that's going to wait. If mom is positive and she's asking for a 45-day continuance, that is long enough since we filed and she was served our motion for her hair to potentially be clean. So we would like to be heard on the hair follicle issue and then be heard on the remaining issues in the motion.
See, this is why, as a man, do not get a Burnett as a lawyer for yourself, because they make stupid fucking claims, like, they're not even claims, stupid fucking arguments that make no sense. You heard what he said. He didn't hear no basis. I didn't hear no basis. The motherfucking other attorney, David Morgan, didn't hear no basis for this fucking hair follicle test. That's why he's going to grant the motherfucking extension. No matter if she's clean now or later, it doesn't fucking matter. You didn't give a reason why a hair follicle test is needed. Besides saying he left a 12 and 13-year-old, she left a 12 or 13-year-old inside of a hotel in Colorado, who, what y'all just heard, has no specific law against. The fuck are we doing? Don't get bitches like this. If this bitch parts her hair on the side, don't get that bitch. She's stupid.
Before the 45-day mark. And for the entirety of the motion, I mean, I agree with Mr. Morgan that a half a day would be sufficient.
I think it'll just depend on when we can get it on the calendar, more so than setting a specific 45 days.
Yeah. The reason, Your Honor, I'm not trying to deny this, but as you see, there's a little white hair on this man. I'm 68 and I'm going to go in for a right knee replacement on Friday. So I need at least 4 weeks. And what I don't want to do is have something on 4 weeks and say, well, I just can't do it. I got to appear in person. They tell me by 6 weeks I'm ready to go. So that's the reason why I am timing it this way.
That's what I'm talking about. You get
Well, Angela, when do we have a half day or 3 hours in January?
January 22nd is our only available day at 1:15.
Absolutely. That's what, 45 days?
Your Honor, I am available January 22nd, but it sounds like Mr. Morgan is telling the court that he cannot be physically present in the courthouse by that time.
Do we have something the first week of February?
Let's go February, baby.
I have February 3rd.
That's what I'm
at
talking
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Anything on the 4th, 5th, or 6th?
Oh, this nigga be.
I have February 4th at 9 o'clock.
All right. We can do that.
Ha!
Does the 4th work for you, Ms. Lott?
Of course it does. She ain't got no clients.
Your Honor, I started a 2-day trial on the 5th, but I would make the 4th work.
Another choice, Nate. Not that.
And again, I understand the court's ruling, but we would ask for a hair follicle examination in advance of that. And if those results only need to be submitted to the court, that neither party gets to see them, but at least it was taken relative to the time that we were set for hearing on this matter, I think that that is beneficial to all parties to know what the status quo is.
Okay, let's say she pops. Let's just say she pops for marijuana. What does that mean? In the state of Colorado, guess what? It is legal for them to do it in the state of Colorado. What does that matter? The fuck? They got fucking vending machines as you can take drugs in Colorado. Come on. Don't get a lawyer like this, bitch. She retarded.
The thing about it is a one-time use. I don't know that's if that's all they have. I don't think the court would put a lot of weight on that. If it's a ongoing use, if we wait until February, it's still going to be there. So
absolutely,
based on what I know, but I'm not an expert.
What is this a marijuana issue concern, Ms. Locke?
No.
No, Your Honor. We believe that there are other substances being used by mom.
Like what?
Well, and like I said, if it's an ongoing problem, an issue, that's the only thing I think the court would really consider. It will still be positive as of February 4th or shortly thereafter.
Absolutely.
But again, Your Honor, if we're going to try our motion on the 4th and the court makes decisions about parenting time and our motion, then there's no point to have a hair follicle examination at that time. We need the hair follicle examination for the court to make an informed decision about.
You have 7 days to appeal, bitch. What is your point? You have 7 days to appeal any ruling. Stop it.
Parenting time. That's why we requested it in our initial motion, so that the parties, and that's why the statute allows for the court to order the examination of the parties when a motion is pending.
You have showed no evidence.
I believe the court's already ruled that the court needs to hear a full argument on the testing before he can make a decision. This is not that long. It's not like 3 or 4 months. So this is 45 days. That's reasonable.
David.
Court can make a decision.
David,
if there's an eventual problem, it will show up.
That's a fact. Now what, bitch? Say something.
Well, I'm not going to order testing at this time. We'll hear everything.
Thank you, Judge.
When we come back on the 4th of February, and then see where things stand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And
all right, Mr.
just
Morgan,
to be clear,
could you
Judge,
finalize the court's order?
Yes, I will.
Go ahead, Ms. Locke.
is that hearing starting with Mr. Morgan's motion to dismiss, or are we actually having a hearing on our motion?
Well, I intend to we'll take up the motion to dismiss, and then depending on how that comes out, we'll take up the motion to modify.
All right, thank you. I'll do the order, Your Honor.
Look at that, him doing the work and
All
everything.
right, anything else?
And he got knee surgery coming up.
Ms. Locke?
Cry me some more, bitch.
No, Your Honor.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here. Trash ass female. Anyway, let's remove this. Damn it. Hey man, Mr. David Morgan was out there cooking that white bitch, old ass motherfucker. He doing God's work. Get that bitch up out of here. All right, for our next one. Oh, okay. I forgot about this one. So what I like about this, these good old days on Sunday, we get to explore toward all different circumstances. And right now we're gonna go to the DEP, the Home Depot suit. What does it say? What the hell? I can't even see what it says. Hold on, it says Home Depot sued the $7,400 kitchen disaster that ruined her floors. Yeah, we go. Look, they over here suing goddamn Home Depot. Not the bow, not the depot.
And who's here for Home Depot, please?
Rebecca Fricky. Yeah, and Dutch DeGraff.
And tell me what your titles are there at Home Depot.
Customer Order Specialist.
And
Assistant Store Manager.
Also on behalf of Home Depot, Your Honor, Aaron King, District Services Manager.
So we're here on a small claims appeal in this particular case?
Right.
That, all right. And Ms. Washington, this is your case, correct?
What?
Right.
Well, y'all need to get better mics, dog.
That
Get some
sounds
better
good.
mics. It's not that hard.
Can everybody hear well?
I can hear you, but you
It's
be muffled.
it's mumbled a little when you put your head down.
All right, thank you. All right, you're appealing the magistrate's decision in this case in which she ruled that for the general terms and conditions of the contract that all warranties are voided with anyone other than Home Depot or the service provider performs work upon or otherwise modifies the materials or services provided.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what's the basis for the argument that that particular provision doesn't apply?
Well, my argument is that there's a contradiction in terms, because I don't understand how they could have it both ways. So they're saying that since someone else completed the job, then they are not liable. However, I paid them $399 to connect my kitchen and my 2 bathrooms. And so for them to complete the job. So at the very least, they should have at least reimbursed me since they didn't complete the job. However, I say it was their responsibility since I paid them to make sure the connections were correct. Their plumber is the one that told me that his side of the connection was the one that was not correct, was loose. So I paid them $7,400 for countertops, and now I need to spend another $2,000 plus for new floors because their plumber didn't connect the correctly. Now, on one of the sheets that they gave me of their general terms and conditions, number 2, it said that Home Depot's responsibilities or the service provider will complete the services in a workmanlike manner and in accordance with applicable law without causing damage to your home, provided, however, Home Depot or service provider will not start or continue with any services upon discovery of any condition at your home that Home Depot or the service provider deems in its sole discretion to be hazardous, unsafe, or materially changes the scope of the work. So when we met before, they tried to say that I already had a leak, which it was not correct. But if I already had a leak, then they weren't even supposed to start the work. So that's just one of the things. And then the other sheet that I have is that what I paid for, it says.
If you a leak is totally different than a fucking, something hazardous. A leak could be water leaking from the sink, which can be easily fixed by plumbing. Wow. I don't know how you extrapolated that from that, what she said. I don't. Oh, wow. That was terrible. That was fucking terrible. Okay.
Labor, basic plumbing, reconnect for C-top for sink, faucet, dishwasher, garbage disposal. Customer provides the fixtures. So that's my argument, Your Honor.
So, why don't we go backwards a little bit? Because this starts from scratch, okay? So it's like a brand new trial is the way this works when there's an appeal, so everybody understands how this works, okay?
Okay.
So, and I didn't hear anything from Home Depot side. Everybody understand that?
Yeah, we got you.
I see.
Okay, so
yes.
You want me to go ahead?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Go ahead.
So what I'm gonna need to have happen is for us to start from scratch. The way it's gonna work is I'm gonna swear everybody in, and then before I can get to a ruling about the warranty issue, I need to know whether or not what she's claiming monies for is a part of the warranty issue or whether it was something that wasn't done initially, because essentially what I'm coming to in this case. All right, so everyone please raise your right hands to be sworn. You swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Yes.
All right. Ms. Craig,
Yes.
And Mr. DeGraff?
Yes, I do. Yep.
Mr. King?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
And Miss Washington?
Yes.
All right, thank you. All right, the plaintiff is going to talk first, and then what happens is if you have any questions, I'll allow you to ask those questions of Ms. Washington, and then I'll come over to the Home Depot side, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so I obviously I bought countertops from Home Depot.
When?
And when because they charge so much for the disconnect and the reconnect,
I need you to slow down. When did you buy them?
Oh. The date on my receipt is April 1st of this year.
You bought countertops. Okay, go ahead.
And so anyway, I had somebody else disconnect my sinks. So that includes the kitchen and the 2 bathrooms. So when their plumber came to reconnect, we found out that he had, the first guy had inadvertently taken the garbage disposal when he disconnected. So he could not reconnect the garbage disposal. So my sink was still not connected.
All right, slow down.
All the way.
Slow down. So you bought the countertops, and in the interim time period, you had someone else come out and disconnect all of your sinks, the kitchen and 2 bedrooms.
Yes, ma'am.
Guy who disconnected the kitchen took the garbage disposal or disconnected it?
He disconnected it and took it with him.
Okay.
So when the plumber came, he connected, it's a 60-40 sink. So he connected the 60 side.
What does a 60?
You familiar?
No.
Okay, so you know how people have double sinks? Instead of it being 2 equal sides, one side is 60, one side is 40.
Thank you.
Okay, so he connected the 60 side, that's the big sink. But the other side where the garbage disposal would go, he couldn't connect because he didn't have the garbage disposal. So the other plumber came back, connected the garbage disposal. I started using my sink.
Slow down. When you said the plumber came out, is that the Home Depot plumber that came out to connect the 60 side?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then you called the other plumber back?
Correct.
Okay. What's the plumber's name?
Dimitri. Let me think of his last name. I have to look it up right now. I can't think of it. I think it's
okay. So Dimitri came back, and Dimitri did what?
He connected to garbage disposal.
Okay.
So I started using the sink, and then a few weeks afterwards, I noticed my kitchen floor.
Slow down. He connected the garbage disposal only. He didn't reconnect the sink, just the garbage disposal.
Everything was connected when he left.
Who's the he?
So I don't know what the mechanics of that is, but it was workable. When the second plumber left, I was able to use my sink.
What's up, man?
Everything was connected.
Shit, chilling. What up, Anarchy?
Yeah.
How you doing, my good sir?
Yeah, she doesn't understand the mechanics of a garbage disposal. Well, she probably shouldn't use it if she doesn't.
Yeah, well, considering that, I don't know why she said home. I don't get it, because just that anyone can just get some goddamn plumber's putty, drop in the motherfucking thing, and then it's really easy. It's really fucking easy.
Well, that and garbage disposals are great as long as you only use them the way they're supposed to be used.
Yeah. Well,
you're not supposed to grind up silverware in it.
I don't think too many people grind up silverware in the
Sir, they do.
Okay.
They try at least. And then wonder why it breaks.
Yeah. Listen, that's why we haven't had a garbage disposal, well, since the house burned down, besides that, but Yeah, I actually put a new one on. That's the difference about being in your own house. You do all your own shit if you don't want to pay someone to do it. And it's when you learn how to do shit. And it's not hard to do at all. And motherfuckers just don't.
Well, no, and you don't want to hook up a garbage disposal to a septic system.
No, not at all.
It's fine if you're on, town sewer, but you don't want to
be
put it
throwing
in
a
there.
whole bunch of shit in it anyway. That's what I don't understand. I mean, the garbage disposal is good if you're throwing like vegetables and stuff in there, which is cool because those vegetables can actually help your tank break down some certain shit with different bacteria in it too.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a give or take type thing, I guess. I don't know. You shouldn't be pouring down.
What kills your septic system is the fats.
Yeah. So I agree with you on that one. All the throwing grease down your goddamn garbage disposal is stupid as shit.
Yes.
Period. But most people don't understand that. Just use some hot water and some Dawn dishing soap. Oh, okay. Okay.
That'll work until it gets cold again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a few weeks into that, I noticed my floors were starting to buckle. And I looked and I saw it was water under the sink.
You didn't see. Wait a
So I
goddamn.
called home.
You don't. Okay. Even if they don't hook the goddamn garbage disposal up, you would see a gaping hole there. Where did that hole go to? If you're telling me that you wasn't paying attention that much, where you didn't hear water hitting the bottom of the fucking right into the hole down into the fucking underneath the sink, you're retarded. I'm sorry, that you just fucking retarded. You don't need to be voting. For real.
Depot. They sent the original plumber back. The original plumber told me that the side he did, the where the water goes down the drain was loose. And that's where the water was coming from. And I asked him then, and he fixed it. And I asked him, what am I supposed to do about my floors? And of course he said that wasn't his department. So I contacted Home Depot and told them that the leak had caused my floors to buckle. No one ever came from Home Depot to look at my floors or to offer any remedy. They sent me a letter. I think then I started getting letters from their, I don't know if they were attorneys or whomever, but I started getting letters from them telling me they weren't responsible. So that's why we're here.
Because your story makes no fucking sense. Did it make sense to you what she's talking about?
Well, no, because normally for something like that, you actually have to file paperwork. You don't just make a call.
Yeah. Well, not only that, she said that another person came out the first time, and then Home Depot came out, and they supposedly when did you know what? I may be wrong. Let me back up just a quick.
And yeah. And I mean, honestly, the first leak is probably what buckled the floor.
Yeah.
Dimitri, let me think of his last name.
Yes.
Okay. So when the plumber came, he connected, it's a 60-40 sink.
Okay.
So he connected the 60 side.
What does a 60?
You familiar?
No.
Okay, so you know how people have double sinks? Instead of it being two equal sides, one side is 60, one side is 40.
Thank you.
Okay, so he connected the 60 side, that's the big sink. But the other side where the garbage disposal would go, he couldn't connect because he didn't have the garbage disposal. So the other plumber came back, connected the garbage disposal. I started using my sink.
Slow down. When you said the plumber came out, is that the Home Depot plumber that came out to connect the 60 side?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So then you called the other plumber back?
Correct.
Okay. What's the plumber's name?
Dimitri. Let me think of his last name. I have to look it up right now. I can't think of it. I think it's
okay. So Dimitri came back, and Dimitri did what?
He connected to garbage disposal.
And then it started leaking.
And Dimitri is not Home Depot.
Yeah.
So I
So
started
how is
using
that
the
Home
sink, and
Depot's
then a few weeks afterwards, I noticed my kitchen floor.
Slow down. He
Want me to stop?
connected the garbage disposal only. He didn't reconnect the sink, just the garbage disposal.
Everything was connected when he left.
Wait, who's the he?
So I don't know what the mechanics of that is,
Everything
but
was connected
it was
when
workable.
he left.
When the second plumber left, I was able to use my sink.
Dimitri. Everything was connected.
Yes, ma'am.
But Dimitri was not.
So a few weeks into that,
this is what
I
you call
noticed my.
This is what you call a hot potato case.
Yeah.
The last one to touch it gets burned. And that is not Home Depot.
Yeah, the Home Depot. According to her, Home Depot wasn't the last person out there. According to her. So if that's the case, then how the fuck can you blame Home Depot?
Mm-hmm. When you allowed another plumber to fuck with their work.
Oh, that's even worse. I don't know how.
You know, and I'll bet you, Dimitri is somebody's nephew, unlicensed, ain't bonded.
Well, they never bonded. I mean,
no chance in hell of recovering any damages.
That just doesn't make sense to what she's saying. It doesn't make sense at all. At least to me, it don't make sense.
She's trying to get Home Depot to pay for Dimitri's mistake.
That's exactly what it sounds like. So listen. Maybe I'm, but it don't sound like I'm wrong. Dimitri was the last person. He must. You know what he didn't do? He probably didn't put no goddamn plumber's putty on it when he hooked it up.
Yeah, he didn't put no pipe dope on it.
Yeah. And what it is just leaking straight around that. That's most likely what happened. But, whatever.
My floors were starting to buckle. And I looked and I saw it was water under the sink.
Say again? Go ahead.
I've never seen a double-sided sink where both fed into one garbage disposal. It's normally just one side. The other one joins it after the garbage disposal, the drain. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you don't want them to drain inside the same one. That just it's not gonna have enough. I'm taking in too much water, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So But there's
I'd like to see pictures of this install.
Yeah, exactly. That shit sound crazy.
So I called Home Depot. They sent the original plumber back. The original plumber told me that the side he did, the where the water goes down the drain, was loose. And that's where the water was coming from. And I asked him then, and he fixed it. And I asked him, what am I supposed to do about my floors? And of course he said that wasn't his department. So I contacted Home Depot.
Yeah, well,
and told them that the leak had caused my floors to buckle.
Wasn't the last person touched it, you're right.
No one ever came from Home Depot to look at my floors or to offer any remedy. They sent me a letter. I think that's then I started getting letters from their I don't know if they were attorneys or whomever, but I started getting letters from them telling me they weren't responsible. So that's why we're here.
And I'll bet you those letters say another plumber worked on it after us. So we are not responsible. Have a nice day.
It was
the
Home Depot plumber that caused it to be loose versus the Dimitri when he came back out.
Yep.
The only proof I have, because of course I wouldn't know, was that is what the Home Depot plumber told me. That it was his side, the drain on
the Home Depot plumber told you.
I understand that he may have said that it was his side, the question is
But it
not
didn't say it
whose
was his
side it
work.
was, but how it got loose.
Yes.
It was loose from the beginning. I mean, it was never tightened up.
How do you know that though?
That's not what he
That's
said.
what he said. Well, he said it was because he didn't have the garbage disposal. He couldn't tell that it wasn't tightened or something to that effect.
That's crazy. That don't even make sense.
No.
Thank you.
No,
Any,
because Dimitri
additional
would have had to
evidence?
take all that plumbing out to put in the garbage disposal.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. You would have to drop all that. I'm trying to think. Well, on the 60, well, he would have to take off. Matter of fact, he would have to take off
The
the
connector
drain
to the
side.
sink.
Yeah, he would have to take
Yeah.
that side off.
And the S.
Not necessarily the S, because they have ones that have because if you have the three-way, you'd be good.
But the S portion is built into the
That's what I'm saying. So I don't
thing, yeah.
For sure he would have to take off the sink side. So
yeah,
she's losing that one. She's losing this one.
I'm glad the judge actually caught it.
Yeah, she asked the right question too. So hey, look at you, Miss Washington. All right,
Ms. Washington.
I think that's all I have, Your Honor.
Thank you.
If I had known it was going to be this, I would have made him write it down and take pictures and all of that. I did not know it was going to turn into a case like this. So
why not?
I understand.
Tom?
Yes, sir.
All right. From
you're gonna work doing insurance thing. One of the first things you do is take pictures.
Absolutely.
Not at this time, Your Honor.
Amy had to speak.
No, we don't either.
All right. And do you have a statement that you want? Who wants to talk first, or both? Who's talking? I guess is what.
I mean, she said everything for herself. That's what I was saying.
Thank you, Your Honor. Aaron King, District Services Manager for Home Depot. I'll do my best to take you back to the beginning and fast forward all the way through where Miss Washington left off. Rebecca and Dutch are in support to provide any dates or dollars or any computer stuff that would need to be discussed on the call. I don't know that we'll need it. I just wanted it available for you coming into this for your first time. So Miss Washington is correct. In our contract, it does state that all of the fixtures need to be on site when we show up to do a job so that we complete the job 100% and she can sign off saying that she's satisfied. Unfortunately, when we got there, like she mentioned, her garbage disposal was missing from the site. She was given an option to reschedule or to continue and to let her plumber finish the job. She chose the latter. I do have a photo for you, Your Honor, if you'd like to see it. We shared it during the last. Ms. Washington gave us permission to go ahead and share it. It is of her sink underneath inside the sink cabinet, so you can get a better visual. Would you like to see it?
I would, if she any objection to me seeing that, Ms. Washington?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Yes.
All right, I'll do my best, Your Honor, to share this photo properly with you.
It's gonna look like Shade Tree Plumbing.
Let me know when you can see it.
All right, thank you.
It don't look bad.
Excellent. Okay, so you will see Miss Washington mention the 60-40 setup, or the fact that the sink has two bowls. You will see in this photo that our plumber redid all of the supply lines, redid all of the P-traps, connected everything that we possibly could,
That looks
including
good.
this extension pipe right here in the middle, that would allow her plumber to then come back and install the drain assembly and the garbage disposal on this side. Once that happened, we no longer warranty the plumbing work because some plumber is going to come in and modify
right after they do.
or what you said, make adjustments to the plumbing that could cause a leak in either section of it. Her plumber should have pressure tested and verified everything was fine and not leaking before he left the house. Unfortunately, he did not do that. We did send a plumber out almost immediately once Miss Washington notified the store that she was having an issue. The plumber did go out and inspect everything, and see if there was any adjustments or things that needed to be tightened. He did identify at the end of this pipe right here that this rubber bushing or washer, forgive me, I can't see exactly what it was the thing that was not tightened. And that is the thing that was connecting the garbage disposal to the rest of all of the drains, and that's where it leaked from. He did make the necessary adjustments, tighten that area, pressure tested everything to make sure that it was no longer leaking, and we did leave the home. At that point, our assumption was that all of the things that we needed to do in order to take care of our customer, we did, and she did ask us to compensate her for the floor, and we did send her a denial letter as a result.
That's a fact.
Do you have questions from Mr. King, Ms. Washington?
Your Honor, not a question, but I guess rebuttal, if that's the correct term for this. The plumber told me that
if you want to testify again, I can come back to you for a rebuttal, but you can't testify just yet. I need to make sure they've completed their case in chief first, and then I'll come back to you. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else from you? She has no questions, Mr. King.
I don't believe so, unless Dutch or Rebecca have anything to add. I think we're all set, Your Honor. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. All right, Ms. Washington, now we can come back to you. What is it that you would like to say?
Would you like me to take the picture down, Your Honor? Would you like me to take the picture?
No, leave the picture. Leave the picture. Well, my pointing won't help though, because it won't show up, will it? But anyway, okay, so where the water goes down the sink, that little metal piece there is what he told me was loose. He didn't say anything about the pipe connecting to the garbage disposal. And just like you guys tried to pretend like that was water damage down there where that contact paper is rippled before, now you're trying to say that that's where the leak was.
What?
The leak, he told me the leak was there where the water goes down in the sink. That's how come I blame them, because otherwise I would have told the other guy, you got to fix my floors.
Your Honor, may I answer?
Yes.
Ms. Washington, unfortunately, when your plumber did his part of this, that voids all Home Depot warranties, because we can't control what that plumber does underneath that sink.
That's a fact.
How aggressive he is with his installation or adjustments, or what they knock around when they're down there. If this plumber was licensed and knew what he was doing and knew better to pressure test the system before he left the customer's house, I assure you, ma'am, you would not be in this predicament.
Mr. King, if your plumber had finished did not finish the job, then you guys should have gave me my $399 back.
Well,
that's retarded.
At least that.
All right.
You should have had the fucking everything there per contract.
Not only that, you should have fucking literally not allowed them to do the work. If they didn't have everything, why fucking let them do the work? What's the point in them doing the fucking work? Because all you're going to do, what you're doing right now, you're complaining that the work was not done to your satisfaction, and you're complaining about it. So why did you allow them to complete the work?
And she was given the option to reschedule.
Yeah.
So she would have all the things on site.
Crazy work. Crazy work. All right.
Yes, thank you. All right. Any additional evidence for the court today?
I have nothing else.
Not from Home Depot. No, Your Honor.
All right. This is a very unfortunate circumstance, Ms. Washington, and I wish that I could rule in your favor.
Yeah.
I really do, but I can't. The problem is, one, you can't prove to me today that the plumber that you called out after the fact didn't create any issues when he was down there working on getting the garbage disposal reinstalled that may have loosened anything that the other plumber did. the Home Depot plumber. That's the reason why in these circumstances, it's not wise to have someone else come in and do the work after, and when there is a contract that says that it's going to be voided if anybody else does any work down there. That's the problem. You have a contract that is what you sign. That contract says that it voids any work if you allow someone else to come in and do the work. Now, I understand you're saying that in number 2, that they will not start or continue with any services upon discovery of any condition in your home that Home Depot deems in its sole discretion to be hazardous, unsafe, or materially changes the scope of the work.
Oh,
So
gee, she chose
one
that
is,
shit.
was it hazardous? That's not a hazardous situation. 2, is it unsafe? Not really. The question only then becomes whether it materially changes the scope of the work.
Yeah.
And because they weren't doing additional work, it doesn't change their scope of the work. If you allow them to do whatever portion you allow them to do and walk away, then it becomes on you to make sure that the work of the next plumber is correct. Because it's going to void the warranty with the last person. I can't change contract law. The contract law is what it is, unfortunately. And even if I could change the contract law, there's no way to prove who created the issue because someone else was there working at the home last. That's the problem that you have. And the last plumber really should have made sure that there was no leaking occurring at that time. That's the last plumber's responsibility to do that. And if there was a problem at that point before there was any damage to any of the flooring or any of the underside of the sink, you would have known before that occurred. And now that it's occurred, I can't hold the first plumber responsible for that for 2 reasons. 1, there's a contract that says I can't. And 2, in a court of law, you have to prove who created the issue. And when someone else is down there working, things get moved around. I can't hold them liable for that, for both of those reasons, unfortunately. And I truly am sorry for that, but I can't do anything about that. So as to this particular company, I cannot find them liable. I'm sorry.
Well, I seen that coming.
Okay.
I don't
You're
know
all
why she
set.
thought anything else was going to happen.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your
Oh,
Honor.
yeah.
I'm really sorry, Ms. Washington. But
Don't be sorry.
that's the way it works. All right. Thank you.
And dude, whether I do the work or somebody else does,
That
under my sink, I always put a pan with paper towels in it. If anybody does any work under my sinks,
yeah, that doesn't even make any sense.
and I check that shit.
You know, say it quick. All right. All right, so that's 3 down, 3 to go. 3 to go. Here is our next video. It's Lord have mercy. It's a tenant disagreement. She's actually had more than one case on this same fucking court and with the same judge. A new judge to the porch. Another black man, James Lee, and whatever the fuck that is, down there, Raisha Brown.
Good Lord.
Woo-wee. That's terrible. That's terrible.
That's more of a meme than a person, sir.
Yeah. Did that just say blackout? Oh wow. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, this is the second time she's getting evicted out of the same house.
Shocking.
So, because I watched the other one, I was like, well, fuck it, let's watch this one. Yeah. All right, here we go.
Do you solemnly swear and or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. And so what's going to happen next, ladies? I'm going to give you, Ms. Chen, the opportunity to speak first. You know, it's up to you to provide proof to me that the defendant, Ms. Brown, did default in the terms of her lease by not paying rent. It's also up to you to provide proof to me that you complied with all of the laws of this state as they pertain to evictions. Now, while Ms. Chen is speaking, I'm going to ask that you, Ms. Brown, refrain from interrupting her. I need to make sure I hear everything that Ms. Chen is stating. Okay, Ms. Brown?
Yes, sir.
Afterwards, once Ms. Chan is through, I'm going to give you, Ms. Brown, the opportunity to defend yourself. It's going to be up to you to provide proof to me that you should not be evicted for whatever legal reasons you can deem so, approve so. And while you're speaking, Ms. Brown, I'm going to ask that you, Ms. Chan, refrain from interrupting her so I can hear everything that Ms. Brown is stating. Okay, Ms. Chan?
Yes, sir.
All right. With that being said, are there any questions before we proceed on with today's case?
No, sir.
Okay, Ms. Chen, you may proceed with your case, ma'am.
Yes, sir. So I have a lease agreement dated July 22nd for a monthly housing installment rate of $659. There is a concession of $220 per month, making the rent owed $439 per month. We do need to amend our petition to ask for November and December's rent, please. But outside of that, we do have an electronic signature on this document going until the end of July 2026 or July 21st, 2026. This was signed by us. The last payment we received for this housing installment was October. October 3rd. And so we have failed to receive any payments in November and December. And that is why we filed for eviction. We served a 3-day notice to vacate. It was hand delivered on the 8th of December.
Okay. I'm looking through some of the documents you provided to me. I see that you provided me with a copy of the notice to vacate. Looks like Mr. Whittington was the person who actually delivered this. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I also have, looks like it's a summary. It's a ledger, which details all of the transactions. And this is up until December 7th. And as stated in your testimony, the last time you all received a payment, you said October 3rd, but it does say from October 3rd right here. $195. I see that.
$195.
The next document I have in front of me is a lease between you and the tenant. It does indicate that it was executed on or around July 22nd of 2025. Everything was done electronically. And it does detail the terms of lease.
Okay. What about paying?
As you stated on the road. All right. And anything else before I move on to the defendant?
No, sir. Just
Yes,
that we
they
did not
paid
receive
no rent a
payment
long
as of right
time.
now, and we are seeking eviction.
Okay. All right, Ms. Brown, here's your opportunity to defend yourself. Tell me why you.
Before she starts, I thought they were the most educated. I thought they were the boss bitches and all that shit, Mayo. What's going on? Why they going through eviction, man?
I don't understand it. It must be white supremacy and racism, sir.
It must be. God damn, this is terrible.
I feel like you should not be evicted from this unit.
I don't have a problem with being evicted. I'm currently.
Oh my God! Look at that face. That is terrible. Ugh. That's fucking horrendous. Just watch her mouth move. It's just.
How many holes she got in her lips? It looks like 3.
3, 4, 5.
4 and the nose bull ring.
Yeah. The septum ring. Ugh.
Sir, she got plenty of money for piercings.
Yeah, and them ugly ass glasses. Oh God, them glasses are ugly. Ooh, this be baller type right here.
Packing and moving out.
Damn, that's disgusting.
It is taking a lot longer than I expected because I don't have a vehicle to move stuff, and I don't have anyone helping me. The reason I didn't pay the rent, I didn't get my full Social Security check. I'm on disability.
Oh my God! No, she didn't. Oh, bro,
Yes, sir.
bitch. Did this bitch just say she didn't get her Social Security check?
She didn't get her full Social Security checks.
Bitch, you ain't disabled. Oh my God. We need to stop this shit. She's beautiful and breathtaking. Brutal. She brutal, nigga. Not beautiful. She brutal. Nigga, that's crazy work. That is insane. Woo! My God. My God. That's terrible.
So I only get one check once a month. And I informed them that I didn't get the full payment. And they said that I had to pay the whole thing before it got the eviction notice. And I don't have that amount of money.
Why
And
not?
I've tried to ask people to help me, but I don't have that much family. And so I'm moving out. I'm not trying to stay here any longer than necessary. I just have a hard time packing because I don't have any transportation. The car that I received from my mother when she passed away, the tags are out and I don't have a driver's license.
Oh my God.
So,
Oh my
Ms.
God.
Brown,
Failure to adult.
have you been here before?
yes, sir. I was here a couple of weeks ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago, but the situation hasn't changed for me. I don't really have help. My fiance works every day except for weekends.
Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. She actually found someone, Mayo, to fucking take care of her.
Yes, sir. She found one of them homosexuals. She got a couch. He got a home.
I wonder, what do you think her disability is?
Oh, mental illness, sir.
Well, we know.
She's ADHD, dyslexia, on the spectrum, of course.
Yeah, all that.
You know, from prior trauma.
That's crazy. Crazy enough for 3 checks per month. That's woo-wee. She's taken already. Fuck. Oh, okay. Fuck.
Hey. Hey, man. No chaser could save her.
That's a whole fact. No chaser can save her than the motherfucker. I don't think he want to. Zoomer's an expert at this shit. So
Zoomer definitely save her.
That's a fact.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Miss Chin, what happened with that case about 2 weeks ago?
I think it's because they didn't give me the eviction notice the right way. So we
Proper
had to.
notice to vacate. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this time around, they did give you proper notice.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All
He
right.
did hand it to me.
Okay. That was the problem last time. So I didn't mean to stop you, but
Oh no, it's okay.
Groundhog Day. I heard this your response from the last time, and it again.
I don't want to hear it again. Just say it. I don't want to hear it.
I heard it. So there's no really defense. It's just that you're just having a hard time getting everything moved out. I heard
Yes,
you telling me about your fiance and about your financial situation. I was just wondering. I said, I know I heard this case, before, but now I remember what happened.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all
But
right.
that's the only thing. Like I'm trying to get out as soon as possible. I don't have any funds to pay the rent. I didn't get my full check this month. All the money is going towards working on the RV that we have. But other than that, I'm trying to get out
Oh my
as soon as
God.
possible.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Mayo. What do you think? White guy, black guy?
Oh, black dude.
Shit. God damn it. Oh, we gotta put a poll up. We gotta put a poll up, nigga. That shit crazy. Oh shit. Do you think
And as soon as that apartment goes away, he going with it. He gonna disappear just like that. That roof over her head. And he probably gonna disappear with the RV.
Oh,
she gonna run to the store one day, come back, and the RV gonna be down the road.
I don't even think it works.
Not currently. No, and she literally is saying that she doesn't have money to pay rent, but she's got money to fix up this RV.
Yeah, that's where her money went.
Yeah.
Hey, it could be Mexican. He said he's working a lot. That's what she said. He's constantly working, but they ain't got no.
That's what she says, sir.
They ain't got no money. All right, polls out there. Do you think her fiance is white, black? And I threw in the caveat, Mexican. This is crazy. What up, Stephanie? How you doing? Oh man, this is terrible. Woo. She's a looker.
She's something.
She's definitely something. Look at OG shaking my head.
No. Honestly, Tom, you know, the Mexican thing has some validity to it because they may be trying to have an anchor baby.
Okay, based upon everything that I've heard today, I'm going to rule in favor for the plaintiff for possession of the property in question, 2826 South University Park Drive, apartment 928, C as in Charlie, Waco, Texas, 76706, as well as back rent in an amount of $878. That's $439 for November, $439 for December, plus court costs, which is an additional $144. You, Ms. Brown, have the right to appeal. Your appeal bond is set at $878, and you have 6 days from today's date to appeal. In the event that you do not appeal on or before that 6th day, and if you are still occupying the premises, then at that time, you, Ms. Chen, may, on behalf of the Grove at Waco, file a writ of possession. A writ of possession is where the constable will serve you with a final notice, giving you 24 hours to move out. If you do not comply with that 24-hour notice, then at that time they will be back over there within the time frame, with an agreed upon date and time with Ms. Chen. I want to make sure that I'm clear.
You, but Ms. Chen.
After you are served with the 24-hour notice to vacate, Ms. Chen and the constable's office will have an agreed upon date and time to meet back over there. They will not notify you of that date and time. It's something that they would agree upon. It could be 6 in the morning, could be 7 in the morning, it could be noon. Don't know the actual date. That is the only people privileged to that information would be Ms. Chen and the constable's office. And so you may get a surprise and the constable is going to be there and they're going to make you come out. And then at that time, the maintenance personnel will be able to safely and peacefully remove all of your personal belongings from inside of the unit and place them outside of the unit. And so I just want to make sure you're clear, that I'm clear on this. You do have the right to appeal. If you do not appeal and you do not honor the notice given to you after the writ of possession has been filed, then the constable will be back over there to execute it. Do you understand, Ms. Brown?
Yes, sir. So I have 6 days to get everything out.
You have 6 days to
appeal.
And if you're still staying there after the appeals date has expired, the constable will give you a 24-hour notice to move out.
And is the appeal for paying the back rent or is
No.
just to?
The appeal is disagreeing with my judgment today.
Oh my God.
That's
Okay.
what the appeal is. Okay. Any questions?
I do have a concern because they told me that my rent that I would owe was close to $2,000. If I had known it was only $800, I would have found a different way to pay it. But they told me.
Let me explain. I do not award late fees. I do not award utilities.
Mm-hmm.
And any other fees that may be charged upon you. That's something that I do not honor in a judgment. The only thing that I can honor is the back rent and court costs. So whatever amount that they are telling you you actually owe them, That is purely between you and them. However, the judgment legally can only be for back rent and court costs and maybe attorney's fees. Okay.
Okay. If I would have known that, I would have had the
You wouldn't have
800. I
paid,
had the
bitch. Shut
800.
up.
Brown, you're not understanding. Okay. Let me see if I. So here's what I'm trying to tell you. In court, the judgment is only for back rent and court costs and maybe legal fees. But the amount you actually owe them is totally different.
Okay.
Okay. So what you actually owe them is more than the judgment amount.
Okay.
Broke
All
bitch.
right. So even if you would have taken $878 to them, you would have still been evicted because it's not what you actually owe them. I can only grant them judgment for back rent and court costs, not for late fees, not for utilities or any other fees that you had agreed upon in your lease.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. That being said, judgment fair for the plaintiff.
Get up out of here. Get her up out of here. What's that called? Failure to fucking launch? For real? Her mom did not set her up for succeeding in life. Seeing as how she had so many goddamn problems in life, meaning all her disabilities that she can get fucking security for.
Yeah. She has one diagnosis per hole in her head. Per extra hole in her head.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to go ahead. Here come the hate. Thanks, Judge. Did you literally just say that you're for the system right there? Oh, OG, dude, that sounds like you agreeing with the system. Let me find out. Let me find out OG out here agreeing with the system. This is crazy work. Anyway, well, listen, all he says, bitch, we don't give you this, but you still owe a lot more, okay, ho? I don't get that shit.
Yeah.
Even though a lot of
they got to take you to small claims courts.
Yeah.
For that shit.
Thanks, Judge. I can't believe OG gonna side with the system. All right, it don't even matter. Who on the next one? This one says, Mom plants GPS tracker on baby to track dad. Judge explodes on mom. Don't lie on me.
All right, Ms. Rulli, if you would like to go ahead. Again, what I'll be doing is I'll be hearing from you. I'll then be hearing from Mr. Davis.
Do you think she's Guadalupe or goddamn Ching Chang Chong?
Oh, she Guadalupe.
Why Guadalupe? Well, we got a new judge. I don't know her name. Where are they at? Where are they at? It says DC judge. Oh no, it's district court. I don't know where they're at. I don't even know what that flag is. What the flag is that? I don't know.
Yeah, it don't look like a state flag. Looks like a county flag or something.
Yeah. I don't know what state did. All right, we're gonna continue.
And then I'll give you a brief opportunity to respond.
Okay. I brought this claim today. We had an agreement. We've got a child together.
What is
a male? Which is 2.5 years old now. I have been the sole provider from him since his birth.
You know them foam rollers?
In which point, 5 months old, I had to move back to Tennessee in order to get help with finances and childcare and basically anything I needed as far as supporting the child. So I did what I needed to, moved back to Tennessee. At which point there had already been a parentage case that was opened in the state of Washington that was opened in August of 2023.
They in Washington.
We appeared in court October of 2023. The judge granted the motion for paternity testing. Paternity testing was done in February of the following year. Paternity was proven on our son in March of that same year.
Yeah.
Of which point the discussion between Mike and I had been for Mike to meet Jaden for the first time. In August of 2024, we had communicated in which Mike had agreed he wanted to come out, meet Jaden for the first time. So I agreed to it. There was an original agreement at that time for if he wanted to fly out and meet Jaden, I would fly back out to Washington in order to pick Jaden back up. With this being said, we
That's
also
kinda
had
odd.
numerous conversations
Yeah,
as
that's
far
kinda
as
odd.
the trip being about Jaden, him spending time with Jaden. Initially, I was under the impression it was going to be a week that he spent time with Jaden. However, that week was shortened down to a Friday through a Sunday trip to Tennessee to meet his child that I had been taking care of for the first time ever.
What's your
He
point?
flies in on Friday, August the 11th, at which point I did submit evidence to show that basically he made the statement that he could be available to my schedule after having the conversation of having to leave work, making arrangements for him to see Jaden, spend time with Jaden, so on and so on. Therefore, I ended up, because of lack of communication, having to miss an entire day's work that Friday that he flew into town. Through the period of Friday through Sunday, there was a total of 9 hours that was spent with our child for the first time meeting him in his life. Therefore, as a mother that had been solely providing for him for an entire year of his life, I was not comfortable sending him across the country with somebody that basically was still a stranger to him.
Then why did you
Therefore,
agree
when
to
I
it?
started getting cold feet on the situation, Mike decided, by begging and pleading, me giving in, because as a mother, I do want a father figure to be present in Jaden's life. I agreed with evidence that yet I've supported that if he were to fly Jaden back to Tennessee, that I would agree to it. Therefore, I did agree to it because he showed me proof of the plane tickets, that he had intent to return to Tennessee on the date we had discussed, just to get a text message while I'm at work on Wednesday the following week saying that if I wanted to come get if I wanted Jaden back, I had to come get Jaden from the state of Washington. With that being said, of a mother that has taken sole care of that child for an entire year of his life, I did what I felt any mother would do. I dropped everything to fly across the country to get my child to make sure he was safely returned to me, because I still had not had any civil conversations at which point that benefited either me or Mike as far as his involvement with Jaden. So all the expenses that trip cost me was from the equity from my previous divorce. And I retained a lawyer while in the state of Tennessee because we did not have a parenting plan in place to say who had custody of Jaden and who did not. I had already been misled on August the 11th when he dropped Jaden back off to me, saying that he was going back to his hotel to rest, to find out the next day when he carried conversation with my best friend that he and his girlfriend had basically went out on the town after telling me he was going back to the hotel to
He
rest.
don't answer to you, bitch.
Therefore, that was the more than second time.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that's the nature of these hearings, is that I get to interrupt and to ask questions.
Yes,
Did I hear you right that there was not a parenting plan in place at this time?
Correct.
So, bitch, he can do whatever he want with his child. You already said they had a DNA test to prove that it was his. So if he had DNA proof that it was his, and neither one of y'all had a parenting plan, nor a statute of who is the motherfucking sole parent of the motherfucker who had custody of it. You didn't have that. You didn't even have a custody agreement. So he has as much right to the child as you do. What the fuck are we doing here?
And he can do whatever he wants while he has that child.
And he ain't got to explain to you that he has to go to the hotel and motherfucking go out of town with it, go throughout the town with his bitch. You retarded. You are see, these bitches just want to control everything. That's what it is. And they always say men want control. No, women want utter control of everything. All right, whatever.
Okay. And then I just want to clarify. So,
Oh, yeah. And I don't know what the fuck she has in her hair. He says she's wearing a t-shirt or whatever inside her hair. That's a fact. I don't know. It looked like a t-shirt. It looked like panties, actually, to be honest with you. That's usually what they do is they put panties of some sort in their fucking hair, but it could be rollers. It could be any goddamn thing, actually.
I think it's them foam rollers.
Yeah.
Which, why the fuck
came
you show up
out
in court with those things in your
Friday
hair? I
through
have no idea.
Yeah, if it was Judge Bryant, oh bitch, you in trouble. You lucky it ain't Judge Bryant.
Sunday to visit, and then after that, he flew back to Washington.
Yes,
with Jaden.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And the understanding was that Michael was going to bring him back.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but at this time there was no parenting plan or anything in writing about this.
Correct. There's more to it if I can continue. Am I allowed to continue?
Yes, please do go ahead.
Make it brief.
Okay. When I got to the state of Washington and dealing with not only Thurston County Sheriff's Department, I dealt with Tumwater Police Department, I dealt with Pierce County in order to guarantee the safe return of my child, because I had been told basically that I was not getting my child back until the date that we had originally agreed on. I filed through Pierce County, which was later granted a habeas corpus in order to get the child back. Therefore, the law enforcement could enforce for me to get my child back. I also, at that time, filed a parenting plan with Pierce County at that time, therefore, to get the process started of the parenting plan, because I was not aware the way the parentage case read was it basically was just acknowledging both of us as the parents. It did not say who had custody and who had not. However, again, I was the one that has been supporting this
No
child
one
from the very
cares.
first day of birth.
You are his mother. You fucking moron.
So at which point I jumped through hoops while in the state of Washington.
Congratulations.
In order to
You did
guarantee
your
that I
job.
did get my son
That's
back
bare minimum.
in a safe manner, back safely with me, because I had already been misled by Michael. And how was I to know that I was going to get him back on the day that he said he was going to give him back? I wanted to make sure that happened, because as any mother would do, that child has been in my care since day one.
Just because you said just like any mother would do, don't make you fucking right, you dumb bitch. No, that doesn't make you right. You just make yourself sound stupid. Because like as any father would do, they would take and trust the other child and not give it back to you. How about that? And as if it was a boy too, and you said Jaden, so it was a boy. Of course, he wants the control of his son, not you, not to put it in his mother to turn him a motherfucking goddamn transgender child, like most of you fucking retarded women do. Anyway, this should have made no sense. You had nothing in place to say either one of you are the sole provider of the child or sole fucking custody of the fucking child. What the fuck are you talking about? This is dumb.
And with this being, I'm sorry.
Did you have more?
I do. The day that they flew into town, we had conversed about me only taking a partial day of work off. And I was told his exact wording on the exhibit is, you tell me when you're available. I'm available all day. I made this trip to see Jaden. That's his exact wording on the message. Therefore, I was trying to be available. I ended up missing the entire day of work because of the lack of communication for that Friday. Not to mention, when I got the text message to tell me if I wanted Jaden, I could come get Jaden. That was also my last day of employment, because while I was out of town fighting to get my child back, I get a text message from the employer that I was working with at the time that said, due to my current situation, they were ending my assignment at work.
Absolutely, because you're stupid.
So I lost my job on that too, to make sure basically that I got my child back, our child back.
No. Don't throw that shit in there, because this
is what she chose to do.
Absolutely, because she didn't want to wait for the time. Like she said, how was I supposed to know that I was going to get my child back on the day that he said he was going to give it to me? Well, you didn't know, right? Because the time didn't come. And he said, if you want to come get him, you can. Again, he didn't know the motherfucker. He didn't know the child didn't know him. So, of course, the kid was probably crying, all kind of shit, acting like a child should, if he didn't know the motherfucker for a whole year. What are we doing?
Who the hell would do that?
I don't. This bitch is retarded. Her house
I mean,
smells like
this is how
cat
kids
piss
wind
and
up
cigarettes.
dying, getting beat to death.
Yeah. Fucking trash. It's something else. What up, trash? But yeah, she basically she says basically a lot. She says a lot of shit a lot. Like a mother's supposed to go get my child, and you lost your job for something that you chose to do. Basically, you said to move heaven and earth, meaning extenuating circumstances that you were going to do what you had to do to be a mother, and it didn't cause for all that. He literally said he's going to bring him back, but by him saying, listen, if you want to come get him, you can come get him, basically. And you chose to basically go get him. So you can't blame him for what you chose to do. Those are your choices. And your choice to lose your job or put your job in jeopardy. And they terminated you in that resolve. So, hey, it is what it is. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm
Thank
good.
you.
No.
Mr. Davis?
Yes. So yeah, what she's not telling you is that, and she briefly went over it, was that, and she actually didn't tell you that there was a previous trip that was supposed to be planned for me to come down and see him and be there for his birthday, where plans were in place. No tickets were bought, thank God. But she decided that at that point in time, she didn't like me, so she didn't want me to come. There was multiple conversations prior to us arriving in Tennessee for this trip. Multiple conversations about her picking him up from the airport, me going down to see him. There was no set times where we said, I'll have Jaden from this time to this time.
Well, it was loose-ended conversations.
From this time to this time. There was nothing like that was said. When I did land, I told her, I said, hey, I'm here. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, I'm here. Whenever you have time. I don't remember my exact words, but I made her sure know that I was available. She and then returned back and said, and I don't know if she put that text message in there, but she did tell me that she didn't like the way that I was talking to her and that I would not see my son for the entire trip at that time. So at that point in time, I knew it was going to be a fight with Kelly because she sometimes likes to have control that she thinks. So yes, that first day I met my son for the first time. We had a great time. We did go back to the hotel. And honestly, what I do on my free time when I'm not with my son should be of no concern to her at all. Whether I tell her I'm going back to my hotel to rest or I'm going back to my hotel to do whatever. If I'm not with my son, and when I'm with my son that he's taken care of, which there's never been a complaint that he hasn't, it's really none of our business what I do with my free time. Whether I wanted to go out and see downtown Nashville because I had never been to Nashville before in my life, or if I wanted to go sit in the hotel pool. But she made it about her, and that I was I guess when I was supposed to come to Tennessee, it was just supposed to be be in my hotel waiting to be available to her or whatnot.
That's a fact. You know that, nigga?
The original plan did not get changed until Sunday when she brought that up, saying, oh, well, you didn't want to spend any time with the child. You went out to downtown Nashville and partied it up, which was not even close to the truth. Yeah. And the whole time that we had Jaden, she would like to state that she was tracking me, but she was not tracking me at that time because when we got back to the hotel Sunday night, getting ready to leave.
To go ahead and so the crux of this matter has to do with whether there's any money owed to Ms. Ruley for her expenses to fly out to Washington. So maybe if you could go, I understand that you're upset by some of the things that she said, but those aren't things that necessarily come into my
there was
judgment.
never an agreement to pay for anything. I mean, we're getting to that point. So yeah, she then at the very last minute said, "Oh well, you have to buy a ticket back, this, that, and the other thing." And I had bought the ticket and fully intended to do that. Then, like I said, there was no parenting plan in place. So then, as we get back to the hotel that night, she is tracking us. She had put trackers in Jaden's car seat that we had to, dig for and find. She also put trackers in his bag. So when we get back to Washington, I tried to file cases against her for that because it's illegal tracking. But the judges, it was a pain in the butt and never happened. So at that point in time, I told her, I said, you're gonna have to fly back.
I don't know. I think it's illegal.
Changed it just like she had changed it.
Hold on 1 second. Say again?
I don't think it's illegal.
Oh well.
She's tracking her kid.
No, but it's not done in good faith either. So, and again, neither one of them stated had anything to say that either one of them is the sole parent of the motherfucker, has sole custody of the child. So it doesn't really fucking matter whether she tracked the motherfucker or not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I mean, he hurt because she did, but I honestly don't blame her. Motherfucker blowing the town for the first time, ain't never met the kid. Motherfucker be down in Mexico tomorrow with the kid, never see it again.
But it could happen. Could happen. Could happen that she throw them up. She go crazy and dry that motherfucker off in the ocean too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a lot of could be. You know what I'm saying? So both of them are in the same space when the would be's and could be's and could happen and should happen. You can throw a whole bunch of tangents, elements.
Oh yeah.
So no one says either one is right or wrong.
The original agreement, and then she ends up showing up at my house.
I understand, right? That you changed it. Did you change it because of the trackers?
Yeah. And after speaking to attorneys and stuff like that, there was no parenting plan in place. So whoever had possession, I hate to say it like that, but whoever had possession of the child had possession of the child. So then she ended up, I guess, flying out here, like I said, because she showed up. The cops came. The cops told her the same thing that they told me, is that there's no parenting plan in place, so there's nothing that they could enforce. Whoever had the child had the child, and I had the child at the time. I had all intentions of giving Jaden back to Kelly at the time that we had stated. I actually returned him a day early because she had her attorney call me, and he was begging and pleading that I'd return Jaden for a birthday party that wasn't even on the agreement. So she changed the agreement again and wanted him back a day early than what was supposed to be happening. I never agreed to pay $9,000 to come to Washington because you decided that you wanted to not hold up your end of the agreement, because she just said that she didn't have any money, that she was broke yet. She had money from a previous divorce that she could fly back out to Washington. So, I mean, she lied to me initially when she said that she didn't have any money to deal with Jaden. Because if she didn't have any money, how did she fly out here? She just stated that she had money in from her previous divorce or whatnot. So, I mean, her lying to me about not having money to fly out was just a part of her thing that she does. I mean, she's taken me to court plenty of times. So,
damn.
Wear a rubber, gentlemen. Wear a rubber.
Did you? What information would you like for me to know? And again, I want you to focus on any agreements that you had, as opposed to any discord that you had with Mr. Davis. And also, if you could walk me through, I didn't understand all of the expenses that you had highlighted. If we could talk about that as well.
Okay. Initially, from what he even states on the exhibits that I submitted, the trip was about Jaden. The only reason Friday upset me, it wasn't the fact that he went out on the town. It was the fact that he broke the trust that we were trying to build by misleading me and telling me he was going back to rest is the reason he was dropping his son off.
Bitch, he don't owe you nothing. He don't gotta trust you. Oh my God. Why would you give your nut to this bitch? This bitch
And why can't you go rest in a bar, sir?
Yeah, it is technically resting. As long as you're not working, you're
Rest
resting.
and relaxation, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
At 7:30. Had he told me he wanted to experience Nashville, it would have been a different
You
story.
ain't gotta tell you shit.
That was where my trust had started breaking.
No one cares.
On Saturday, again, he said the trip was about Jaden. I did not hear from him until 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon, where he was requesting to meet up to get Jaden.
So?
Therefore, my friend, I had to go into work on a Saturday that I normally don't work in order to make up for the day that I had missed prior. And again, he had already taken pretty much half of the day. And
Wait
then
a minute, bitch. Are you stupid? Because he literally said and stated that he called you at 5 o'clock and 5 something in the morning, saying that he's landed and that he is free anytime you want to. You could have just came here, dropped the kid off, and skedaddled back to work. You chose to be around that motherfucker the entire time. Had nothing to do with him. That was a choice of you. It's not his responsibility to make sure you go to work on time. That's why they fired your stupid ass. You're dumb. You're fucking stupid. Goddamn retard.
and reaches out to me and says he wants to meet up in order to get Jaden and spend time with Jaden. At which point,
time with you.
When Jaden was born, these trackers that he is mentioning were not put on Jaden's stuff when he came in the picture. I sent him proof prior to where those trackers were put on Jaden's diaper bag, every single one of Jaden's diaper bags, as well as Jaden's car seat. And rightly so, because I had no idea where my child was in the state of Washington had it not been for Google and just by chance knowing his girlfriend's last name.
What?
Secondly, the money that he has mentioned.
Knowing his girlfriend's last name? What's that supposed to mean? There's a lot of motherfuckers that have the same last name. Mayo.
Yeah, but if you have a last name, you can get an address and you can cross-check that with the location of the child on the tracker.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Sure.
I mean, is it 100%? No, but it's 99.9.
You know how many people around me have the same last name around in this area?
And how many of them would have your baby in their living room, sir?
That doesn't mean
with your tracker.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that.
Like I said, it's not 100%, sir, but it's 99.9.
Okay. I don't even think it's that high, but all right.
Me getting from my previous divorce, literally the week that this happened is literally when that money was deposited in my account from my previous marriage. Had it not been from the timing on that money being deposited in my account, I would never have been able to fly out to.
And you spent $9,000 to fly out to Washington, bitch. Nigga, I can get you a goddamn trip for fucking $300. Matter of fact, probably cheaper than that if you fly Spirit, bitch.
Sir, I can go over and sign up on the executive charter list at the Wichita airport and fly a private plane for less than that.
$9,000.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of it. Where were you staying in the fucking luxury suites, bitch? If she's, let's see one more time. They better hold her in contempt.
Jesus.
Washington to get Jaden back to make sure that he got a safe return with me. So forgive me for being a concerned mother to want to make sure that my child is safe with somebody.
Oh, guess what? They sent your ass home.
I hear the violins. Do you hear the violins, Tom?
And they sent her home without the child. You didn't get the child back. But here we go. Come on and play.
No idea who he is.
Thank you. What I'd like to do is
it's playing double again. Jesus Christ. We got it. Let's fix that right now. God damn it. There we go. Fix that. We got that problem fixed.
understand some of these charges.
Let's see them.
Here.
Fake ass tears. I ain't see a tear drop, bitch.
Yeah. $2,000 at the Male Emporium Strip Club. She had to
I'll
get
go
a new
ahead
meth
and let you
hookup.
both know that my intent today is to take this matter under advisement. And essentially, I need to take a little bit more time to do some legal research into the nature of the claims and what might be a just and equitable and legally correct answer in this matter. And in order to do that, I do need to put a little bit more information on the record. And I had some questions about there's the highlights that are in the exhibit, I believe it's exhibit F. So on page 4, for August 16th, there is a Fairbridge Inn charge for $307. What was that?
That was when I first came into Washington. So I ended up having to stay in 2 different hotels because my funds were starting to deplete at that point. I couldn't afford to stay at Fairbridge anymore, so I ended up getting a room to finish out the stay until I found out on Jaden at the Comfort Inn, which is later on charges that was also highlighted in there.
And how many days were you in Washington?
I was in Washington from August 15th through, I believe it was the 24th. It was either the 23rd or the 24th. It might have been the 23rd.
And during this time,
She wants $1,000 a day for travel.
Jaden? Is that why
I knew?
Hold on. This bitch is insane. This is crazy. It's damn near $1,000 a day. Bitch.
The 23rd or the 24th. It might have been the 23rd.
And during this time, were you unable to find Jaden? Is that why
I knew where he was. The law enforcement I didn't find out where he was until a few days into my stay. And that's only because law enforcement at that point, we had already spoke and we were able to find out the address that he was at that point staying at. Because the only address I had on file was his previous address, which was an apartment in Tenino.
Were you not in contact with Mr. Davis at this point?
Well, I was the day after. So I landed in Washington that Thursday. He sent me the text message, but I was not in contact with Mike until the following day because I didn't know his location and I was scared if he found out that I was coming to Washington that he would flee with my son again and I would not get him.
He didn't flee. What are you talking about?
So you didn't tell him where you were, or you didn't tell him that you were in Washington?
I never responded after he sent me the text message saying if I wanted to come get Jaden, if I wanted Jaden back, I had to come get Jaden. I never responded back from him until the following day, at which point the law enforcement had already stepped in because I had already contacted them and met up with them.
So you didn't let him know that you were in Washington and that you wanted Jaden back, like he said?
No, I did not. Because like I said, I was fearful that he was going to take off with my son again.
But he never took off with the son.
Okay.
Other than what you let him do.
Something, Your Honor?
What I will do is I will give you an opportunity to look into this or to respond. So take notes about anything that you'd like me to know, and I'll give you an opportunity to respond after this.
Thank you.
And both of you, I want you to know, I don't want you to take, I don't want you to assume that you think that you know how I'm going to rule based on the questions that I'm asking. I am simply trying to understand the question. I will then do some legal research to determine what is the legally correct outcome. And what I'm doing now is trying to set the record and understand what is going on so that I can appropriately apply the facts to the record. Okay? And part of that is I need to look at some of these
charges,
some of these expenses. So it looks like, so you've explained the multiple hotels, which was a question that I had. And it looks like you rented a car.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is the charge from 819 for $5,438?
Oh my God.
That was for my attorney that I was retaining in order to
Oh,
verify
my
that or
God.
not verify, but in order to make sure that I could get Jaden back. I retained Travis Groves as the attorney,
So he has to pay for that? Bitch, you
in which
slow.
at that point I still wasn't even guaranteed that I'd get Jaden back.
We need to stop playing this bullshit with these bitches, dog.
Yeah, this shit's just
stupid
out there.
What is the charge at the Pierce County Library?
That is where I was printing off the paperwork in order to file the parenting plan, which I did that day.
How much did that cost? Just like any good mother would do, they would spare no expense to getting back the child that they were already going to get back.
Mr. Davis, you can have your opportunity to respond.
Yeah, I just want to. She keeps like saying that, like, she never asked me for my address, and I would have given it to her. So that's the one thing. Like, she's like saying that, you know, I was hiding, like I wasn't ever planning on getting him back, and that was never the case. I never said I wasn't going to return him or I wasn't going to get him back to where he belongs. So I just want to make that sure that's known.
Can I ask for your perspective on why, this may not be legally relevant, but she has stated that she believed that you weren't going to return him and that you stated that if she wanted him back, she had to fly out there. Can you have your response to that?
Yeah, after she had changed the agreement, I basically did the same thing that she had done to me. I changed the agreement. We had an agreement originally that I would fly down, she would fly back. Then I get there, she gets mad, she changes the agreement. We get back, find that there's trackers. I changed the agreement. There was no parenting plan in place. There's nothing saying you fly here and you fly here. We did have a parenting plan in place months later where it worked out that and there was no issues where, you know, I would fly to get him and I would fly to return him. There was couple times where she flew one way, but most of the time it was me flying both ways. That was in a parenting plan and an agreement. That was all set in stone. So that's how that ended up. There was an original agreement. She got mad. She changed it. I got mad. I changed it. I mean, and now she wants to blame me for her losing her job and stuff when I never. I mean, she obviously never had, and it seems to me that there was never anything in good faith with her, because it seems to me that she never planned on allowing me to return to Washington with my child, nor did she, you know, ever purchase the ticket ahead of time, because he was going to be there for I believe it was a week. So, I mean, she should have already had that ticket purchased to return to retrieve Jaden. So it just makes me. I bought my ticket to go see my son a month and ahead of time before I was supposed to go see him. Like, I knew when I was going. I had the hotel booked. I had plane tickets booked. I had a rental car in place. This was all a month before I was supposed to go pick up my son. She had nothing in place to come retrieve him. Nothing at all. So there was never intent for her to come and retrieve him. She was never going to let me leave Tennessee without him, because if you're going, a normal person, if they're going to go retrieve their child, they buy those tickets ahead of time. Just like every time in our parenting agreement that she had to come out and retrieve Jaden, she had bought those tickets more than a week in advance.
So I'm trying to understand here. So there was the initial trip where you flew out to Tennessee, and then did you take Jaden back to Washington with you?
I took
At that
Jaden back to Washington with me. Yes. Yes.
And at that time, the understanding was that Ms. Ruley was going to fly out to pick him up.
No.
Yes. Yes. And then prior to the Sunday of me leaving, Ms. Ruley then changed it to saying that she didn't have any money, she couldn't afford to go. If I was going to have any contact with my son, I would have to buy a ticket. So I said, fine, I'll buy a ticket. But my thing is that she had never planned on ever giving me
So then you
doing
agreed,
that because
based on that, you agreed that you were going to take Jaden back.
I told her I would, yes.
You told her that you would. And then
Like she told me that she would fly out
originally she said she was going to fly out, and then you
Correct.
said that you were going to fly out, and then you found the trackers, and you decided that
she needed to fly out to get them.
okay. What okay. I think I understand.
The bitch is grimy. It's not that hard to
This
understand.
is what I'm going to do. I mentioned I was going to take this matter under advisement. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a brief 5 to 10 minute recess, think through what you've told me, do a little legal research, and then I will return to the bench and I will be either delivering my judgment.
I think she's flipping though, sir. I think she's flipping
though. There's
or Korean.
There's really no legal precedent for any of this because there was no fucking plan in place.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But seeing as how she knows how to do her due diligence, that's how I know she's not Mexican or Puerto Rican. She got to be either Filipino or Korean. And yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
yeah, she's probably a half.
Yeah,
I would say.
All right,
she has something.
She has something.
Or I will take this matter under advisement for longer to ensure that I can provide the legally correct result. Okay.
Is there a chance I can say one more thing
Nah,
prior to
bitch.
you going into break?
Yes, you may.
So when the agreement changed strictly because I was concerned for Jaden to be in the presence of a stranger, basically.
True.
When he agreed, if I was never going to let Jaden go, I would have never let Jaden go that day that he flew back to Washington.
I don't know what her point. Her point is stupid. At this point,
Was she mad?
That she did let him motherfucking see him. So and you did allow him to take him. So what the fuck is your point? You were supposed to come pick him up from the get go, but you were broke, bitch, just like most of y'all is, and you couldn't afford it. It's understandable. Then she took out $9,000 on credit cards. That's what happened. That what happened.
Spoke to the courts here in Tennessee. I had spoke to local law enforcement. Multiple law enforcement agencies were telling me they advised against it. But being a mother wanting to have my child's father involved in his life, I still allowed it to happen.
Literally.
And there is the agreement, even if I don't know of any mother that would honestly let their child go with a complete stranger, not just to the bordering state, but across the country. And prior to that, as far as the addresses go, I never asked for his address and I never pushed for his address because I never even had any idea he had moved.
That is the most dumbest shit I've ever heard as a mother. As any mother
I don't know
would do.
any mother that would do this, but I did. So
Yeah.
you're the fucking problem.
Yeah, I don't know any mother that will let their 1-year-old child go to some said stranger and not know the fucking address. I don't know not one mother that will do that shit, especially if they're going, like you said, states away, across the country. You would want to know the fucking address, you dumb bitch. This is retarded.
3 time zones away.
That is the most retarded shit I've ever heard. I didn't pressure him for his address. Well, you stupid.
All he had ever given me for any type of communication was a PO box. That was it. So therefore, I was not comfortable with my son across the country, not knowing where he was at or how to
Why
get in
didn't you ask
contact
for
with
his
him.
address?
With me being at that time, the only one that was providing insurance for him. If something were to have happened to him.
That has nothing to do with this.
That's just the stupidest thing ever. That is just dumb.
Okay. So one more time before I step back, let's see if there's, so initially you said that you were going to fly out to Washington to pick him up. Then while he was in Washington, you didn't have the money to pick him up. So you asked Mr. Davis to return him and Mr. Davis agreed. Is that right, Mr. Davis?
Yes.
You agreed to return him initially?
I said I would, yes.
Okay. And then you changed your mind and then you said that you wouldn't. Okay. Just want to make sure I understand the after finding trackers. Okay. Anything else from either of you before I step off?
Yeah, she never told me she was coming to Washington to pick him up, and that was that would have been a different conversation probably. But she decided that she just wanted to show up and do these things. So, I mean, if she would have originally just had her plane ticket scheduled and bought and paid for, she would have been okay. But it doesn't seem like she even had that in place. So.
I didn't have it in place because I was the only one providing for the child at that time.
Shut the fuck up, bitch. That don't mean
Oh my God.
It don't mean a goddamn thing. So this bitch didn't have the money, but she decided to have the money magically to come pick the child up. You sound fucking retarded.
I did not have the funds.
So you were gonna buy it. You're gonna buy it the week that I had him.
Not to be having an argument on the record. The purpose of this is for me to understand what happened in this case, not for either of you to be arguing with one another. So with that, I will take a brief recess and I will turn to the bench. So the primary question that I wanted to ask and to determine was whether small claims is the appropriate forum for this, given that this is really a parenting plan, family law issue. One of the things that has decided this for me is the fact that there was no parenting plan in place at this time that I would hope would otherwise include information about transport for the child, times for visitation, who will do the pickup and drop off, things like that should be ironed out in parenting plans. In this matter, because there was no parenting plan, it appears to me that if anything, this is a contract issue. Contracts can be in writing and they can also be verbal. In law school in the very first year, one of the things that we learn about is what constitutes a contract. Contract involves an offer and acceptance and consideration. And the primary thing that they instill in us is to ensure that there is a meeting of the minds between the parties. Without a meeting of the minds between the parties, there can be no contract. I heard quite a bit from both of you about what happened in this case with regards to initial agreements, changing the agreements, going back to the other agreements, going back here and there. And it seems to me that there is quite a bit of strife between the two of you with regards to your child. And I think that both of you certainly have reasons for feeling that way. It is very emotional to be a parent and to care for the safety of your child. That is one of the things that is of the utmost importance. It appears to me that there was no formalized agreement with this. And due to that, there is no basis in small claims to enter a judgment in favor of the plaintiff. Now, Ms. Rulli, I do absolutely understand why you took the actions that you took.
How?
Well, you were acting for the safety of your child. It appears that there was certainly some disagreement between the two of you with regards to what would happen. And it appears that perhaps with both of you, there may have been some sort of gamesmanship between the two of you in terms of what could have happened, should have happened, you know, and blame going back and forth. I hope that you both listened carefully to the speech that I gave in the beginning when I said that I cannot make an agreement based on what I think is right, what I think is fair, or what I think is morally correct or right. If I were allowed to do that, I can't say that I would make a different agreement, but those opportunities are foreclosed to me. I can only make what is the legally correct decision in this case. And in this instance, I can't make a decision about who acted rightly or wrongly. I can only make a decision based on what's legally correct. And it seems to me there was no meeting of the minds between what was supposed to happen. And it is your burden to meet this by a preponderance of the evidence, and I'm unable to find that you did. And that is my judgment.
Good day. But you said you understood what she was talking about, which I don't understand.
So everybody goes back to what they had before.
Yes. This shit could have ended a long time ago.
I will continue to take care of our son by myself. Thank you.
No one asked you, bitch.
I do hope that there is hope for what can go forward, which is to ensure that there is a parenting plan between the two
There
of you.
is, and I've got full custody, and the state of Washington's really failing me, but I appreciate you wasting your time. Thank you.
Damn.
Thank you, Your Honor. You have a great day.
You are both free to go.
Oh, she already gone.
Dude, what? I hate these clickbait titles, right? Judge goes off on mother for GPS tracking.
She didn't do a damn thing.
She didn't even fucking mention it.
Not at all. Oh, that was a waste of fucking time. That was a waste of fucking time. Oh my God.
You should be able to issue YouTube complaints for fucking bullshit titles.
Absolutely. All right, we're in our last one.
I want to take them to small claims court for my time, sir.
That's a fact. Oh, this was 22 minutes. This one ain't 36 like that one. At least this one, hopefully. Judge, let's read this title. Judge shuts down entitled mom. It's none of your business where your ex takes the kid. That's a fucking fact. There's no
sir.
fucking reason. Anyway, let's see. I think we're probably in Judge Vonda Bailey. That's Texas. Yeah, we're back in Texas.
See any exhibits from either side?
First, Your Honor, we're not seeking contempt. So I just want to make that clear. That's not something we're seeking. It's not in our petition or in our order. Number two, we did have a status conference with Judge Lee last week, and we both, myself and Ms. Smith, both sent exhibits to Judge Lee.
Okay, she didn't send over, and I spoke to Judge Lee. She said that you all never, you discussed some exhibits back and forth, and you objected to some exhibits, but she never received any exhibits to finalize what the admitted exhibits were.
Oh, I thought we had reached an agreement on exhibits, and then Judge Lee had said that hers, Ms. Smith's exhibits that I was objecting to were admitted, and that you could make the determination based on my objections. But we did send them. Would you like?
Yes, ma'am. She needs to. What she would have needed is an email with all of or both of your exhibits. Yes, that you agreed to, because without exhibits, I can't move forward. Well, I mean, we can move forward. You just can't use exhibits.
I'm glad to move forward today, Your Honor.
Okay.
Well, we want to move forward as well, but I'm happy to resend the exhibits. We did. I saw Ms. Smith's exhibits come through. I saw mine come through, and we told Judge Lee on the Zoom which ones we were okay with.
Okay. Well, before you even do all that, your client, Mr. Kincaid, he's the moving, correct?
Correct.
All right. And this is an enforcement. Let me make sure I'm looking at the violations correctly. It's 6 violations, right?
Yes.
And you're not trying to hold her in contempt. So you just want, what is it that you're asking the court to do? Because I'm not clear from your motion.
Yes, ma'am. So we're not asking for contempt. I don't believe we have anything under the family code that allows for contempt, but we do have some items that need to be returned. We've got some funds that were misused that need to be repaid to Mr. Kincaid. And then there is a Jeep Grand Cherokee that needs to be transferred. The title needs to be transferred into solely Ms. Smith's name. That still hasn't been done. And then really just an admonishment to follow the order that she agreed to.
Okay, the power of attorney, do you have it?
No, ma'am. Miss McKnight is not my lawyer anymore.
Okay.
And I feel as she just hasn't represented me since we came to the settlement agreement. If Mr. Kincaid would simply give me the title per your order, I will take care of that immediately. All he has to do is hand it to me.
And counsel, the reason I was asking about what it was that you wanted the court to do, because your motion is not even specific enough for me to find that she even violated the order. For example, violation 2 reads, mother has violated the order by consistently being late for possession, exchange times without notice to father. That doesn't put her on adequate notice pursuant to the slaughter case about what she's supposed to do.
I think there, Your Honor, we're just looking for an admonishment on going forward to please be on time with possession.
I'm not exactly aware of the dates and times they're speaking of.
Yeah, and that's another thing and thank you for saying that.
Where are these bitches that just, okay, she's in the fucking goddamn, I'm like, where the fuck is this bitch talking from? They're in the court. They're in the courtroom.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out where the fuck they talking from. Oh, I'm slow. I'm slow as shit. Oh, that shit is small. I can't see. That's probably why.
Pursuant to Slavin, it has to allege date, time.
Oh my God, dude. You know you're in trouble, though.
Okay, that's fine for the late times because we're not looking for any actual relief on that other than
Miss Bailey
be on time. So if we
and
want to
she,
move
her,
forward
and
without that one,
hers.
we're happy to do that.
Sure, what?
As her pronouns, sir.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that shit terrible. That shit.
Okay. Well, counsel, you're
In the prayer, Your Honor,
is she sitting at the bench?
What we would like to have done.
I understand, but before we even get to the prayer, we have to get through your violations and your violations.
May I speak to?
Hold on 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't
there
even know
must
how
be a
you would
different
get there.
Okay.
Your violations are not even sufficient to put her on notice for the court to even grant what you're asking me to do. Does that
In
make
which
sense?
way other than number 2?
Well, I can't tell you that. I just can tell you by looking at it is really going to be hard for the court to find her in violation when they're not specific enough to put her on notice. Have you all had an opportunity to discuss coming to any type of an agreement regarding the motion?
I have tried many times, and I know that Mr. Kincaid has tried many times to settle this matter with her. I've not received any response to our settlement offers, and I don't know if Mr. Kincaid has, but I know that it hasn't gotten anywhere.
Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
I have not.
In my defense,
well, you don't know.
Well, this settlement offer is adding so much more to these violations. I am at the mercy of the court right now because he literally wants so much more than what they are bringing me here today for. So no, I am not going to agree to a settlement to get rid of these items. And it just, the settlement agreement is beyond these violations.
Okay, you all both understand that an enforcement only allows me to enforce what has already been ordered, right?
Yes, Your Honor. The problem is that's the first I'm hearing of that. Up until this point, I've had no idea what she's not okay with. So the discussions, to answer your question, no, there's not been a discussion because we've just sent offers.
You all can't talk over each other. This what I'll do. Okay, I will allow you all, if there's a conference room back there, if you would join the Zoom, I can put you all in a breakout room. That way, because the counsel, she just said this is her first time hearing it. Now, you may have had conversations with Mr. Kincaid. I don't know if it was probably translated to him, to his attorney, the proper way.
Right. Well, I just refuse.
Okay, so even after her saying that this was her first time hearing you say that, you're still refusing?
There have been plenty of communication.
No, it's a yes or no. Are you still refusing after what she just said?
Absolutely.
Okay. Joey?
Your Honor, I would, if I may, I would like to talk to her about what we could do to resolve this. I really would. I haven't had the opportunity to talk to her.
I would like the opportunity to not have discussions with them anymore and focus on the violations at hand.
Okay. All right. So counsel, you heard that?
I did hear that, but that is what the settlement discussion would be about, is how to resolve the violations in front of the court today.
If I can speak to the violations, I think that we can agree. And Your Honor, my suggestions, I do think moving forward would
Boy,
be.
she sound entitled in the motherfucker, Mayo.
Somewhat of a resolution.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
So
and she
could
ditched
you
her
do this for
lawyer
me?
after it didn't
Right.
turn out her
Could
way.
you
Yeah.
speak to counsel, and it'll just be you and her in the breakout room, okay? Could you speak to counsel specifically on addressing these violations? Anything else, you all can table that for right now. I just want you all to speak to these violations. And I'm not trying to force anyone out of having a hearing, right? I don't want either of you to think that that's what I'm trying to do. However, I do believe that as best you all can work together on a settlement, it just makes it better for everyone versus me telling you to do something, then you're mad because you really don't want to do what I told you to do. You'll, at least if there's an agreement, you're more inclined to follow it if you all agree to it. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, Your Honor.
Okay, so you have the Zoom app on your phone?
I do.
Okay, so let me give you the Zoom
Oh,
code so
gee,
you
you
can
ain't shit.
join, and then there's a conference room. It's 2 conference rooms. You can go in either one of those.
Don't do
and
it.
Go on the Zoom, and I will add you to this breakout room.
Yes, ma'am.
It doesn't even matter.
All right, everyone ready
Here's the
to-
problem, right? Oh, look at it. It was like, here is the problem with this whole thing, is that she's already in the wrong. She has to pay up. She has the violations. So, I don't understand why she's mad about anything.
Because things didn't go her way.
Yeah.
That's why she canned her lawyer, sir.
Yeah. All right. Well, shit.
To proceed, Mr. Kincaid, would you remove yourself off mute and turn your camera on, please? So we're here on a petition for enforcement of a final suit affecting the parent-child relationship. The court encouraged the parties to speak to each other in one of the conference rooms, and it has come to the court's attention that there has been some progress, and you all have made some agreements. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Thank you. Attorney Hernandez, go ahead and read the agreements into the record.
Sure. And if Your Honor would like, I can not preview, but we have some agreements, and then I can let you know the remaining issues if you'd like, or I'm happy to just read them if that's all you're asking for now.
You know what? Let's do it that way. Tell me the issues that remain outstanding.
Sure. So one of them is not an issue for you to really decide on, but I think both parties would benefit from Your Honor's clarification on what their order means on what a designated competent adult is. That has caused a lot of issues in their
that don't make no sense.
Parallel parenting relationship. And I think both of them are seeking clarification on that.
Okay.
And then second, we are requesting attorney's fees on the basis of Ms. Smith's refusal to have settlement discussions with us.
That's a fact. Okay. Let's get this money up out
Everything
this
else
bitch.
has been agreed to. We've reached agreements.
Okay, perfect. So go ahead and read the agreement between the parties into the record.
Sure. So both the parties have agreed that Miss Amanda Smith will provide all of the child's Calvin Klein underwear, all of the child's Calvin Klein undershirts, all of the child's Nike socks that are in her possession to Mr. Kincaid by 5 p.m. on Friday. She is going to pay $20 to Mr. Kincaid also by Friday at 5 p.m. for a pair of missing Nike shorts, She's also going to pay Mr. Kincaid $50 for the misappropriated trust funds that were used by Friday at 5 p.m.
Damn.
I am going to send the Texas DMV power of attorney form to Ms. Smith. She's going to fill that form out today and return it back to me for Mr. Kincaid to execute, and she will have the title to the Jeep transferred into her sole name by Friday. Lastly, the parties agreed to include a clause in the enforcement order, a mutual recommitment that they will both follow the final SAPSR order on a go-forward basis.
Okay. And Mr. Kincaid, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Smith, is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so the court accepts the agreement between the parties. And counsel, I'll be relying on you to give me an order that not only fleshes out the agreements between the parties, but whatever the court is going to consider on the attorney's fees, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so competent adults. A competent adult is just what it sounds like. Someone who is able to drive a car, put the child in a car,
okay,
and make sure that the child is retrieved from one parent, take the child to the other parent. That's a competent adult. If it can't be anyone who is, when we say incompetent, so someone who is incapacitated mentally, right? That wouldn't be a competent adult. A competent adult does not mean that
Me and you are out,
have a
Tom.
criminal history. I'm not saying that you all are designating anyone that does, but I just want to make sure it's clear. You know, if someone has a criminal history, if there are no legal orders limiting a person from being able to be around children, they're going to be considered a competent adult. It can be a new girlfriend. It can be a new boyfriend. It can be a new spouse. It can be a best friend. It can be a relative. It can be the preacher at church. It can be any of those people that I listed, as long as they are what's considered competent to make sure that the child gets from point A to point B. Yes, ma'am.
So in this case, Judge, it was a car service.
Okay.
What do you mean a car service? Like Uber?
No,
Your Honor.
A car. It was a private vehicle, and a 17-year-old nephew, or Drew's youngest brother, 17-year-old in a car service, and he was not being directly delivered to his father.
Okay. The car service okay.
I can respond, Your Honor, if you'd like, or we were just seeking clarification, so I don't know that any argument is necessary, but if it's helpful, I can respond.
I want to hear from Mr. Kincaid, actually.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Kincaid, clear that up for me.
Yes, Your Honor. So David is a family driver for our family, has been a family driver for our family, meaning not just me, but my siblings, for my father. Miss Smith has also rode with him many times, with Ronan in the vehicle, I may add. I did send my little brother also with him, just to make sure there was family there. And they were going to my dad's house, where I was going to be a little bit later that day. And she refused to release him to a competent adult that she is very aware of, has ridden with many times. Ronan has ridden with many times.
That story don't match, does it? That story don't match, does it?
Nah, this nigga got money, nigga.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This motherfucker got money. They got a car service, nigga. What?
Yeah. And she made it sound like the driver was 17.
17. No, yeah.
Not that there was a 17-year-old family member escort in the vehicle with the driver.
Yeah. And the driver was 18.
Their family contracts with for private. Yeah,
I wish I
they
had
got
money
money
like that. I wish I had money to have a fucking driver. God damn. Where I get that type of money at?
Well, you do, sir. You just bought him a car.
Oh, no, sir. He's not actually that bad. He's just annoying. The motherfucker be taking too long. He don't drive all the way through the turn. You know, he slows down. He just needs more time on the wheel. That's
So he just needs experience, comfort.
Yeah.
Who this
But it's
person
not
is.
bad.
He has all the certificates from the state of Texas
Mm.
to drive. He is a limo driver. He's not an Uber driver. He is a family friend who is our family driver.
Yes, ma'am.
You paid him, correct, to do that?
Yeah, okay, so we're not
Oh
gonna
my
get into
God.
all of that.
Oh my
It was
God.
He
just,
also wasn't delivered to, Drew was not there. And why, if he was going to Drew's dad's house, Ronan's grandfather's home, where was his grandfather?
okay,
Why is there a 17-year-old? So David is dropping off a 17-year-old and a 7-year-old to a house that I don't know if there's when an adult is going to be there.
okay, so I can answer that for you. And I'm just gonna say it right out because I don't know any other way to say it. It's none of your business.
Bitch.
When his child is in his possession, it's none of your business where his son goes as long as he's somewhere safe. Same thing with Mr. Kincaid. It's none of your business where your son goes as long as he's with someone that mom has designated him to be. And the reason I'm answering it directly like that, because I don't want either of you to overstep and think that you have control to tell the
I appreciate that, Your Honor.
what they can and cannot do with your son. And you don't want me to do that because quite frankly, you all are the parents. I don't want to be the parents. I have a 17-year-old. I have a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old. And trust me, if I could give them to either one of you, I would, because kids are expensive.
That's a fucking jump, nigga. That's an 11-year jump. Hell no. Oh, I'm sorry. It's 10-year jump. A 16-year-old and a 6-year-old. Who the fuck wants to do that shit? Oh, why would you do that? No, jeez.
Right? But I know you don't want your kid either. I want you all to co-parent as best as you can. So yes, as long as he is safe and he is transported where the other parent that's receiving him, he's supposed to be, that's all that matters.
Okay.
Competent adult. And from what it sounds like, this is a competent adult. Your son has gotten back to you safe. And that's all really that I'm concerned about.
At the time, there was an inconsistency, with how both of us read that.
Right.
So, I mean,
I understand. And that's why I'm here. So I can clear it up for you all. So now you all should not have any issue moving
No,
forward.
you had the problem, bitch.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The next thing, attorney fees. What is it that you're asking for in attorney's fees, counsel?
Because she made
We're just asking for a portion of our attorney's fees to be paid, considering Ms. Smith's, even her own admittance today that she refused to speak with us on settlement negotiations, even from the beginning when we filed this case.
We need that money.
Ma'am.
Okay. So let me just say this.
We need that money.
Attorney's fees are something that the court, I can't speak for any other judge, but it's something that the court utilizes to ensure that orders are followed, right? I don't want to use it in a punitive way when someone is choosing to do something that they absolutely do not have to do. So mediation, any settlement, you all weren't ordered a mediation, so let me not use that word. Any informal settlement agreements, if either of you choose not to do that, you absolutely have the right to do that. And I don't want to make attorney's fees punitive, because at this point, I think that's what it would be, because she didn't agree to participate. I will say,
they do that shit all the time.
No, but she did participate today, and that's all the court can encourage anybody to do. So I don't want to do that to anyone. So I'm going to deny attorney's fees. I just want to make sure that both parties understand this. So if for any reason you come in court on a motion for enforcement, I just want to make it clear that you understand that attorney's fees is a request that the court can't entertain, okay? The court is just choosing not to do so in this particular situation.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so
Thank
if
you.
you would give me an order, Attorney Hernandez, I would appreciate it. How much time do you need to circulate the order?
We can have.
I think I heard you give the last 2 cases 2 weeks. I think that's fine.
Okay, so I will add you on the same date as everyone else. It'll be November 7th, 2025 at 9:30. That'll be in front of Judge Lee. Now, if the order is circulated and signed, you all don't have to worry about that date at all. It'll just go away. But if it's not, then you would need to log on to the Zoom that day with Judge Lee and let us know what's going on, okay?
Okay.
Let me give you all the dismissal code when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, Ms. Smith?
Do I need to write it down?
You can put it on your, like a note on your phone.
Come on, white
Nine,
bitch, get it
two.
together.
And to be clear, this is how I would log into the Zoom on that day on November?
Oh my
Yes,
God.
Okay.
if you need
If
that
we
date.
needed to.
Yeah, you
Okay.
may not need the date because you all came to an agreement. And let me just reiterate again, I appreciate you, Ms. Smith, even listening to me. You absolutely did not have to. I can't force you to do it, but I appreciate you going down the hallway and speaking, Mr. Kincaid. I appreciate you all for coming to some sort of an agreement because like I said, when you agree on your own, it makes it easier for you all to follow the order. Anything
Yes,
else,
Your Honor.
please?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
Your
we're
Honor.
free to leave. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. What her name? Vonda B. A new judge. She's been a judge for 2 years. She used to have a YouTube channel where she, they will come. Oh, did I delete that? Oh, what the fuck did I do? Oh, no, I didn't. Nope, that's wrong too. Oh, goddamn. Nope, that ain't it either. Hold on. This is crazy. There it goes. That's it. There we go. All right. Makes no sense. Cap made a lot of sense. They didn't agree on shit. Now they got to agree on stupid wording. Like, you know how we do. We don't when we don't agree on wording, we got to look it up and say, hey, look, this makes it clear. This doesn't make it clear. Whatever. But for the most part, the dude got what he wanted. He got what he wanted, so she was still in the wrong. Ain't no cap, nigga. We're gonna be out of here, gonna get off of here. I might do a little stream later. I found a game that I was trying to figure out how to play, and I had to go through a whole bunch of Discord and shit and figure out shit, then go to the website and shit, then put them all together and shit. The only reason I wanted that game, or set a course or whatever the fuck it is, or set a course, yeah, whatever, driving game. I only want it for the game where you can drive through traffic and you're trying to make a clean traffic run. You got 20, I think it's 15 minutes to run without hitting something. And if you get in the top 50 of your score, you get to be on the leaderboard. Everyone sees you and tries to knock you off. Yeah, that's the only reason I want it, because I like to play in traffic. I'm one of those people. But anyway, I'm gonna set y'all off this so y'all can get ready for OG Do Dirty and Wrestler. I think y'all still doing a show tonight, right? Am I mistaken? Let me see if y'all even put it up there yet. Let me check, see if y'all put it up there yet. Let me see. And look at these niggas. They probably didn't start it yet. Not started, but what you call it? Set it up. Yeah, let's see if they set it up. Let's see if they was on their due diligence. Let me look up OG Do. Oh, there you go. OG Do Dirty. Let's see if he got us something special yet. Nope, it ain't on yet. They ain't. Oh, no, it is. It's there. It is there. Whoa, look at that. Is this the 4th? Oh, damn. Look at that. It's set up.
Yes, sir. No slack Sunday, sir.
That's a fact. It is on. Look at that. It's on already. I even got my notification on. Let me know. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Yeah, I ain't got nothing else. Oh, Mayo. I was supposed to work yesterday.
Yes, sir. I know. What happened?
Yeah, I kind of forgot. And I didn't.
Did you oversleep, sir?
I did not go to sleep.
No, did you oversleep, sir?
No, I didn't oversleep. I just forgot.
Said bucket?
No, I just forgot. I didn't even remember until like 2:00 in the morning.
Oh, damn.
And then I didn't. I was like, oh shit. And then after that, I stayed up to 4 o'clock in the morning playing and figuring out how to do this game. I was enthralled on getting this shit right. Dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. The drag racing on a set of Corsa is actually fun because you literally have to tune this bitch to win races.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting here tuning shit. Oh, it was all night thing. I'm sitting there cussing the fuck this thing because the tree has a fucking delay on it. So the tree the green light delay is so bad because you can't like bump in, you know what I'm saying? Like in real life, either bump in or hold the trans brake and then fucking rev your engine. The revving of your own engine, you got to keep below 7,000 RPM. You got to keep it below that. You can't fucking hear that. So you're going basically off the literally tree, and the tree has a whole fucking delay on it. Cause it'd be like, oh, you're 0.78 off. I'm like, God damn, I ain't got below 5 yet. I ain't got below 0.5 yet. Everything's above 0.6. It's terrible, but it's fun as fuck. The actual tuning of it is actually pretty cool. It teaches you how to tune shit for real. So hey, y'all check out new games. I'm looking into buying a jet game so I can shoot down some goddamn planes and shit, but until I find one, I ain't gonna buy shit yet. But other than that, have fun with your life. That's all. You only got one life to live, and it is what it is. And we up out here. See y'all tonight on DBD. Yes, sir. Peace.